Hello, chat. How's it going? Welcome to another stream. How are you doing? How's your Friday? It is what, Friday something September? September 4th of 2020. Welcome everyone. But let's see who all do we have in chat today? Let's see. Beldathis was first today. I think is that your first Beldathis? Anyway, welcome back. We've also got RKJ, we've got Artheno, we've got Dom DF Coding. We've got oh, RKJ has resubbed for 5 months in a row, who says, "Oh, babby." I'm gonna replay the notification because I don't know that it actually sent, but that way we actually see it. But thank you for resubscribing, RKJ. There we go. Let's see. Bang still first, yeah. Arthena says, just chatting as usual, maybe IRL tomorrow. I mean, I don't know that I would actually be an IRL streamer, but you never know. Never know. Drunk Time Lord says, not first, welcome back. We've also got I Satisfied. Roller says, pop up my mobile cherry. What? Are you on mobile today, Rollers? How's it going, GM Knight? Hello. Salas said hello, but with wide characters. Look at how thick these characters are. Those are some wide characters there. Or are they just spaces? No, they're just spaces. Never mind. I thought you'd use fancy wide chars. I was wrong. Anyway, Drunk Time Lord says, wonder if MOTD can be overwritten. I mean, yeah, that's what the channel points thing is for. You can decline rewards on the API as far as I know. Time to fix. What? How do you do that? Decline channel point. Spend Twitch. I think only mods and channel owners can do that. What is the word that I'm looking for? Refund? Mods can do things. Mark rewards as complete. Reject rewards. Refund points. Reject. Mark is completed when you've redeemed the request. If you choose to reject, the points will be returned to the viewer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure only the streamer can do that. So. And it's only 250 channel points, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Andrew X? Hello. Parth Raghav says, Boy Fairy says hi, Anthony. How's it going, Parth? Good to see you. First indeed. Now I can die happy. Drunk Bird says, thank God it's Friday. I have a full-time internship at my university. Just started without notice. Need to rest. Wow, what? Angel X says, still didn't merge my PR. Feels bad about it. We're gonna be looking at people's PRs today. That's gonna be the first part of the stream. So who knows if we actually write anything with Precommit CI today? But we're gonna be looking through, because I have a bunch of open source email to get to. I have like 6 things. So we'll have some time actually doing open source stuff today. Oh, which means my title is wrong. Open source Python plus this done. Cool. Hey, what's up, Zaridu? Who says good day to you too as well. Those are spaces. Yeah. I see now. Hey, what's up, MJ? Hello, and Cat Peasant. How's it going? Really says must not miss a stream. Is this the rewards queue? Is this what people are talking about? Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Is it supposed to be this? Is it supposed to be dashboard? Dashboard / pop out? Pop out. Nope. No idea. No idea. Wait. Does my latest video have no sound, Artheno? I feel like you're pulling my leg and this is a Rickroll. I feel like you're pulling my leg and this is a Rickroll. Yeah. Yep, I was right. I was right! Didn't get me, Artheno! Get fucked! GM Knight says, "Did you attend the Google open source event yesterday?" I did not. Was there something interesting that happened there? Google open source event 2020. Open source summit. I did not. I have no idea what it was about. But if anything interesting happened, let me know. Souls clicked on that. It's amazing. Google how to hit someone over the internet. Hey, what's up, Memphis? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. And King Cruz, hopefully you're having a great day. I am having a good day so far. The air is actually clear today, so hopefully I'm not going to be coughing and being a mess there. But you never know. It's been pretty bad this week though, but it's good today, or at least good enough. It's not too hot outside. Dead Body says wrecked. Bart says, Drunk Time Lord, I remember you enjoyed the first stream. Looking forward to the next one. Nice. Oh, so you just started streaming, Part. That's awesome. Send off Diego says, have you used Docker in production? Yes, I have used Docker in production at 2 different companies. And I'm going to be using Docker containers in production. I'm actually going to be using Podman, though, instead of Docker. But I have used Docker in production. Open source.google. Oh, it's literally .google? They have the .google TLD? Google open source. Oh, is this talking about Google's use of open source? Google's actually not the best contributor to open source, because they have a whole bunch of like what is the word? Ticker tape around contributing. It's reward, not rewards. Reward queue. Oh. Oh. Look at all of these rewards that are here. Test 100 plus requests. Wait, this has been redeemed 3 times? Oh, I redeemed it. Reject. I think I'm just gonna leave these like this. That way we can see like how many times. Why is it still called test? Twitch is just a little bit buggy. Just a little bit buggy. I guess I can reject all of the ones that I tested it with, but then it's legitimately all of the ones that people have actually done. Anyway, cool. Memphis says, in the Reds code, what is Podman and why do you use it? It's the default container manager for CentOS. So Podman is the, I believe it's the result of the Atomic project, which was the Fedora / Red Hat fork of Docker, but it has kind of grown into a completely separate OCI container running solution. And the reason that I'm going to be using it for Precommit CI is 2 reasons. One of them is it runs in a rootless fashion, which Docker also now has support for rootless, similar to Podman, but the actual like differentiating factor is kind of 2 things for me. One is that I've found so far that the open source community, or like building Podman, seems to be extremely positive, whereas I've had mixed or negative interactions with Docker. And the other one, which actually is the the more meaningful reason, is that Podman runs in a daemonless fashion, which means I don't need special infrastructure to run a permanent process on my machine. I can just use normal Unix processes and it just works. RKJ says, I ran into an issue today with Podman volumes not being writable due to SE Linux tomfoolery. Fixed it by mounting the volume with :x. Is this something you've seen before? Yes. I've also seen this with Docker. I think Precommit actually has a hack for this. I say hack, it's not really a hack. I guess. Languages, Docker. I don't know about you guys, but I usually just turn off SE Linux. Because I find it more annoying than anything else. The Z option tells Docker to label the content with a private unshared label Only the current container can use a private volume. Shrugs? Drugs? I don't know. I don't know anything about SE Linux, to be honest. Memphis says, this is the right project? Yes, container/podmat. Margaret says, hey dude, what is your experience with the ETL pipelines? They mostly all suck. I don't know. I like, most of my experience with ETL pipelines is that they encourage a lot of like really hard to understand spaghetti code and like sprawling infrastructure that's, you know, pretty difficult to manage. And I think perhaps the hardest part with ETL pipelines is it's hard to upgrade anything because they're kind of giant tangly messes of data science code. And not to like be exclusionary here, but you know, when you're writing data science, code quality and maintainability is not at all your highest priority. Your highest priority is to, you know, churn out models and statistical results, and you know, code quality is probably 5th or 10th or 20th to your goals when writing code. And so a lot of the ETL code is of lower quality, and it makes it harder to, you know, harder to reason about things in a way and upgrade them in a way that's sensible. I have a big long story about an ETL pipeline at Lyft that was still running Python 2.6 when I left a while ago. But that's you know, that's a whole different story. I've told it on stream before, so I'm probably not gonna do it again. But yeah. RKJ says, "Yep, it was Z. I don't know either." RKJ says, "Also, I hear the guy that last updated that file is super cool." Yeah, he is super cool. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Who's that? Alexis says, "Data engineer Anthony." I mean, I've worked with data teams only because I was developer infrastructure, so I had to talk with all the teams, but that was often some of the worst ones. Sully says, technical interview scheduled for Tuesday. What do you suggest I do to prepare on the technical side? I mean, I assume you've gone through the various, you know, data structure understanding sort of things. But I don't know, for me it's always like learn data structure, or like know when to apply data structures. I know some like tips and tricks for problem solving, but I don't really study for interviews. You can always go through like leak code stuff, but I hate suggesting leak code because it's like a necessary evil of the interview process. But hey, what's up, Broken Mirrors? Hello. Shamikawi Pedzwater says, do you type into everything? Also, you gotta give me a shorter name. I think I'm just gonna call you Chom, if that's okay. Says, do you type into everything? Have you ever had problems like circular dependencies or problematic errors from MyPy if you use that? Yes, and yes. Well, I guess any new code that I write, I type annotate. But yes, I do occasionally run into issues with cycles. Fortunately, there's a good way to solve that. I believe this file has a cycle. Yeah, this has a cycle. In theory, I really need to like factor this out so that it's not circular. Like, this file should really not know about screen. And it's only used once. So really, I just need to take this function and do some special refactoring here. Like, I think this is really just, I think screen only gets used to redraw. So I think I could really replace this with, oh, also it does the prompting and status updates. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in this function that is reaching into implementation detail that it should not. But anyway, this is an example of a cycle. And let's see, all senior workers, all repos grab python/mypy or typeshed. So this will show some of the bugs that I run into with TypeShed or MyPy. We can grep out PyTest. Python / TypeShed. Actually, I'll just do TypeShed. So these are some of the issues that I've run into. So let's see, what is this one about? Oh, that was weird. Why did it double paste? Oh, copy link. 4975. Type reference of tuples returns object instead. Oh, maybe this is fixed. Unless this was closed as dupe. Need to see this fixed. Oh, maybe this is fixed. Well then, let's see. Workspace, all repos. Git pull, dash prune. But yeah, I've run into lots of bugs with MyPy. Git grep MyPy / issues. All repos / sed. What happens if I do this? Command auto update repo. I don't think this is fixed. It'll tell me that I can't assign a tuple. Yeah. Incompatible types in assignment. Expression has type tuple empty. Variable has type tuple stir. Yeah. Why did I link this as the dupe? Type of conditional is object. Damn, I always have a hard time finding these issues too, because I'm pretty sure I reported a duplicate, and that was why but anyway, there's a lot of like subtle things like that where I've run into issues. Git diff git checkout. Yeah, so it's not fixed or whatever. Arthena says, what about ELT? Like enterprise, wait, no, engineering leadership training? Is that what ELT is? I don't know. OMG Busta says, hey, I'm new to Python and would like to know if it's possible to make a program where it will check file names and their paths. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Kevin Joberg says, definitely not first. Indeed. You made it, though. You made it. Chum says, Chum's fine. Most streamers call me that. Okay, cool. Dope. Beldan says, I was first this time. It's true. Kevin Joberg says, in my defense, I had some time alone with my fiancée, drinking a wonderful red wine and watching Harry Potter. Nice. That sounds great. Chum says, do you somehow silence them? I figure they might pile up and it's difficult to filter what's new and what's known and should be ignored. Yeah, so there's kind of two approaches to silencing things. Typically what gets done with these is you use a what? Oh, TypeShed. Typically there's kind of two things that get fixed here. One is like you can fix this with pull requests. So like this is an example where I actually went and fixed the typing of this particular thing. Update subscript.slice type for. Oh. Kevin's Joburg has gifted 5 subs. Welcome back, Kevin. You know we gotta. We've got this command for a good reason here. Oh no! Wait, I broke my commands. Oh no! Where's the Kevin's Joburg command? You saw nothing. There's definitely a Kevin's Joburg command. Bot. Hello? Hello? Have I gotten disconnected? Well, that worked. There we go. There we go. Kevin, stop spending the money you don't have. There we go. But thank you for the 5 gift subs. We've got Aaron Hoyer, we've got Some Coding Guy, we've got Pixel, we've got Chom, and we've got Starblam. Starblam! Welcome to Subdom. Thank you for the gift subs. Why wasn't that working? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, the customary buttons. Customary buttons. But anyway, usually the way you silence stuff is with type ignore. This will tell MyPy to ignore the problem here. And actually, I think since this one has been merged and a new version of MyPy has been released, I can get rid of that type ignore. Py upgrade.py type ignore. So I think I can do this. These ones are places where they're excluded by logic, so these are actually kind of annoying. I'd like to be able to factor these out, but haven't been able to quite yet. Pre-commit, auto-update. There's a question as to whether MyPy has, you know, fixed this yet. But yeah. Extract load transform. I see. We fixed the bot though. Hey, what's up, Jam? Hello, hello. Bot is live again. There we go. Indeed, indeed. Dead Body says buying a margin. Belda says it's getting hot in here. No, it's. I mean, I have an air conditioner, so it's not that different. Let's see. Recommit run MyPy all files. Cool. It's fixed now. Simptember, says Arthino. Hey, what's up, Vino? Hello, hello. Oh, Kevin Stroberg is. Whoa, you gifted a tier 2 sub. A tier 2 sub, Kevin Stroberg. Damn, getting real fancy in here. But thank you for that, and welcome to Guide VVVVV, who is now a 3-month sub and has a fancy tier 2 sub. The special simp tub. Simp tub? simp sub. RKJ says that MyPy detected unused type ignores. It does. I have not gone through and fixed my MyPy configuration to complain about them yet. I still need to do that. That's actually something I should write down in my Scratch Wiki OS to do. That is something that I should do. Where is that? Edit. There we go. Update my MyPy config to error on unused type ignores and other stricter settings. But yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to do that. I just don't want to do it until I do it everywhere, essentially. Hey, what's up, Pronet? Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. NoSQL Know-How says, what is a tier 2 sub? So on some channels, I have not set up any special tier 2 or tier 3 rewards yet. On some channels, you can set up custom emotes that only special tiered subs can get. And you can also do some other stuff. I don't remember the other things. But it's basically a more expensive subscription. Chum says, what about try accept clauses? If I remember correctly, MyPy doesn't handle it and won't. Is there some kind of pattern for it, or I have to type ignore each time? Try accept works fine. You'd have to share the specific bit of code that you're running into. And it will, and I can tell you what's going on, but it usually works fine. I have try accept in my code. Kevin says, well, that's enough. My fiance just slapped me and told me to get my shit together. Athena says gift subs are not discounted. Wait, really? I thought that was the whole fucking point. Are they really? Hang on. Hang on, is that really how this works? Wait, you can follow your own channel? Oh, you are unable to follow this user. Oh, they're not discounted. That's weird. That's weird. Huh. Well, TIL, I guess. Greedy Jeff RKJ says feet pics. Yeah. That's what you get for tier 2 sub. You get my feet pics. You get an auto subscription to my only no. Anyway, that's that. Let's see whether Preakmit is happy now. Oh, I need to make a new release of Flake 8, by the way. Maybe we'll do that too. Maybe we'll do that. Hey, what's up, Guide V? Guide V. Hello. Athena says, yeah, they also fixed a bug where you would get the discount by canceling your sub and resubbing. They only want to give the discount to new people. Oh. Wait, they fixed that? I was gonna abuse that. That's some bullshit. Which allows subscribers to cancel and resubscribe to a channel using the promotional discount. To clarify, September is reserved for first-time subscriptions or Prime/gift subs continuing to... Well, that sucks. Juice! We patched this bug, however, we'd like to stress the following. Users who purchase subs via this bug will keep their promotional pricing. There is no impact to creator revenue. That's epically cringe, bro. That's funny. Dumdia Coding says, I think I just encountered that MyPy tuple bug myself. Yeah, it happens to me a lot. Arthena says, I abused it for a 6-month sub to you. Ooh, Arthena. Appreciate that. I know Juice did the same thing. That's funny. Anyway, I'm gonna upgrade my pie. Look, we're actually getting something done this stream. Upgrade my pie to get type shed fix. Good old +1 -2 patch right there. Wait, why is it rebuilding again? It just rebuilt up here. Oh, I know why. It's using some Tox Python for this. Kevin Stroberg says, is this a common Python idiom? I've never seen this before. Let me check out this Rickroll in another tab. It is a Rickroll! It is a Rickroll in another tab! I mean, it is pretty common for in Python to, you know, note that we're no strangers to love. Brigmere says, are you set up with air purifiers now? No, they have not. They have not arrived. Presumably it'll arrive today, but it has not arrived yet. But yeah. A better meme would have been linking to Fastcore. It's true, RKJ. It's true. What a fucking mess. Holy shit. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that library. But anyway, wait, why was this +7 -8? Oh, right. Because we upgraded things. Get, push, orders, and head. That would have been gold, yeah. Juice says, why did I get bonked? I wasn't even here. Wait, how did you know you got bonked? Upgrade my pie to get type shed fix. Ooh, we're going from 2 to 3. We're doing a break and change there. That's because I just dropped Python 2. Or I think that was why that bumped that. But otherwise, just a bunch of version bumps. And we fixed the Python 3.9 thing. Oh, you saw it in the terminal. I see. Right here. Hey, what's up, music player? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You got bonked because they patched a little exploit. Twitch patched a little exploit, Juice. Isn't Fastcore fast? I don't even think it's fast. I think it's actually slower what they're doing. But yeah. So it says, so I guess Rick Astley has a newer version of Never Gonna Give You Up, and it's a much more classy way to rickroll someone. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Kevin Joberg says, time to give subs. Are you really gonna give me the #1 slot? It is a new month, so the leaderboard starts over. But yeah. Some people unironically listen to that song. I actually think it's a pretty good song. I think Mr. Astley is very talented, and the music is pretty good. Just here says I still save $20, suckers. Athena says kernel roll. Putting rickrolling in kernel space. It's a kernel module for advanced rickrolling. Oh my goodness. So you make a kernel module that changes how open works. Oh my god. Where do they store the actual Rickroll song? Where is it? Oh, I guess you have to patch you have to set a setting. Okay, makes sense. That's kind of cool. Hey, what's up, some Schnar Wade? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Juice says he sings it all the time. It's really awful. It's true. It's true. I do sing the Rickrolls IRL. But anyway, we did one thing today. Cool. So now we're gonna go through my queue of open source stuff, which I believe starts with pull requests to Babby. And there's 2 to review here. They're both dealing with similar things. Oh, where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Fix comment behavior on multiple lines with indentation. I want to clone this and make sure things look good. Talks Devin VF. Yeah, I don't think Dana's actually trolling here. I think the actual thing there is a thing. So we did some back and forth on this already. Let's just resolve that. Modify the way the comments were implemented before, but I didn't know why the coverage, or fix the coverage. Okay, so let's look at the change, and then I'm gonna play around with it and make sure that it's not still broken. See if we can make this a little bit bigger. I want to rename this function, so we're gonna start by doing that. Start space. Just call this indent. This just mirrors the music like extremely quiet. Well, seems fine. It's just not coming through my headphones for some reason. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. Kevin Schoberg says, didn't you post a video on this a while back? Not a Rickroll, I promise. I mean, I'm still gonna open this in a muted private tab, just to make sure. It's true, this is not a Rickroll. You were not lying there. I didn't know that there was a Jim Carrey edition of this song. Plot twist, it's not looped. Buccaneer says full hacker mode engaged. Yeah, I mean I type those commands a lot, so it's also, I noticed this is WS watch when it should be WS match. Now I got stuck in my head. That's what we get, chat. That's what you got, Kevin Stroberg. That's what happens. Chum says, sorry I can't produce an example now since I encountered it at work and I don't remember the exact setup. We'll provide it if I get a chance to work on the code again. Yeah, and feel free to drop it in like the Discord if you run into it. Bang, Discord. Yeah, there's a beginner's channel where, I don't know, most of the questions end up in there, even if it's not a beginner question. But, yeah, usually pretty responsive there. Okay, so this can be changed just to return min of this comprehension. Let's do that. Turn min. Interesting that this takes line. Does it get called with anything other than buff line number? It's not. It does not. Self.buff line number. Oh no, I have a buddy problem. Where's my buddy problem? Where is it? It is on this line. It's right here. Fixed. Fixed. Have you checked out? What is this link from Arthino? What do we got here? What do we got here? What am I opening off screen? Teacher, there are 5 senses: sight, smell, hearing, and touch. Me, I can't hear pictures. No, you can't, silly. Okay, I guess I will show the meme. Of course you can hear pictures! Kevin Stroberg says, have you checked out this Python channel on YouTube yet? I mean, Kevin, I'm pretty sure this is just another Rickroll. Even though it's a channel link. Oh wait, this is my channel. Okay, alright, fine. 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 Now you're trying to build the trust. I see what you're doing there. Bookmere says, holy moly, my browser shits itself if I start a message with @ and just hold down a button. RKJ says, lawn people are back. They're not actually here today. I think that was my air conditioner. They came earlier today. They woke us up real early. They came at like 9 a.m. and just started blowing their leaf blowers, as they do. Oh, I see. You guys are trying to get your chat rank up. How do you expect Anthony to ever catch up like that? I'm just gonna skip over the things that are being said. Let me play you the song of our people. Chum says, another question, could imports significantly slow down initialization time? I've seen a typing approach where every type hint is a string. It also helps with avoiding circular imports. What do you think about such an approach? Let me address that in a second. Hey, what's up, Decoher and Editor Nick? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So the typing module is kind of a slow module to import. Python-x import time -c import. Let's do os.path and import typing. So we get 2 particular modules here. And you can see, there's typing. Yeah, you can see like I'm surprised how long sight is taking. What? Cumulative and self-time. Yeah, so you can see that typing is the most expensive module that I imported in those particular things here. It's not that much. This is 1.7 milliseconds, so it's not all that much. But I don't know what you're talking about with strings. That is like slightly more performant, but I don't think it's worth the ugliness. And you could use the same like if type checking thing, but if you've already imported typing, like you've already taken the hit there. But in Python 3.7, 3.7 or 3.8? I think it's 3.7 above, you can use from future import annotations, and then type annotations are not evaluated at all. They're just they're the same as if you had written them as strings. So yeah, it works better that way. Crystal Gamer says, never knew about the -x import time flag. It's kind of new. It's new in, I think, Python 3.7, and the reason that I know about it is I wrote a program for it called import time waterfall. My browser is slightly off screen. Still slightly off screen. Let me fix that. It's bothering me. But yeah, I wrote this tool called import time waterfall, which makes it a little bit easier to... okay, 3.7 is when this got introduced. It makes it a little bit easier to profile imports of your modules, and show you an example here. Pip install import time waterfall, and if we copy this command here, I showed this on stream a little while ago. So let's say we're gonna profile, babby.main, which is my text editor startup. So we'll run this, it'll run the import, it'll copy it to the clipboard using that thing, and then you can actually paste this into here, and it will show you, it'll kind of give you, similar to how like a browser will give you a network tab thing where you can see like how long requests take. This abuses the same network tab format and gives you kind of relative timing here. It doesn't actually take 54 seconds to do this, but the hard format does not have microsecond resolution, and so I couldn't use the original timing. So these are, I think they're multiplied by like 1,000 or something, maybe 10,000, I don't know. But you can see the ones that have big gray chunks, these are modules that take a lot of self-time, and so you can see like typing is one of the ones that takes a lot of self-time. And urllib.parse takes a lot of self-time, but it takes nowhere near as much self-time as the socket module for whatever reason. Or config parser also takes a lot of self-time, but you can kind of like get a good visualization of stuff here. Another good one to do, pip install commit. Let's see, pre-commit.main. So I actually did a lot of profiling of this. I don't know if it's regressed now, but let's see if it's still bad. It used to be that PyYAML was the big chunky one. But let's see. These are mostly standard library stuff. Yeah, here's PyYAML, which takes like 1/3 of the import time, and most of it is spent in this YAML.reader module, which is just initializing a bunch of regular expressions. But one thing that previously used to take a long time, I don't know if it still does, is this package resources module. This is one of the reasons why a lot of command line tools used to be slow, is from importing package resources. And fortunately, you can mostly replace package resources. Yeah, so package resources took more time than the entire import of pre-commit. So this is one reason why you would want to avoid this module. And it's because, oh, actually, they've changed why the reason is. It used to be that package resources itself took 1.3 minutes of self-time here. Oh wait, no, 13 seconds of self-time. So this gray chunk is pretty big here, but it looks like PyParsing is actually the reason that it's slow now. But anyway, that's why I know about import time, is I've written a tool for it. But yeah. Wickmere says, I forget how to write elif every week. Yo, I have the same problem, especially when I switch between programming languages, because it's like elsif or else if or elif or there's like 6 different spellings of it. So I have the same problem. Let's see. Hey, what's up, JDMSY? Hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Kevin Strelberg says, TIL, that changing random stuff until your program works is considered hacky and bad coding practice, but if you do it fast enough, it's machine learning and pays 4x your current salary. It hurts. Hey, what's up, Off the Band? Hello. Brookmere says, then you should take 15 minutes to meditate every day. I don't think I have 15 minutes to meditate. Yeah, these times are all multiplied because the HAR format doesn't support microseconds, so I did did that. Crystal Gamer says, you write so many cool things. Yeah, I do write a lot of Python stuff, a lot of different things. This is mostly that the reason that I wrote this thing is I found that this output is really hard to read, especially because I think it's upside down. Like this reads upside down to me. Also, I'm not sure why the site module is in here. That seems weird to me. Like, I don't know why site got imported here. Hey, what's up, the amazing Batman? Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we can figure out why site is in there. What was the module I was importing? os.path and typing. os.path. Apparently that is part of the initial startup. Oh, yeah, that's why. This site module always shows up. Because it is part of the startup. Include interpreter startup. Yeah, so you can see that this all happened because of the interpreter startup. But I think this is a lot easier to understand what's going on here. So you can see like from the top down what's happening. So like the first thing that happens is zip import is imported, and then encodings, and then encodings.utf8, and then signal for some reason, and Latin 1 for some reason. Then we import IO, then we import site. This is where you know, the interpreter does its startup bits. And it appears to import a bunch of stuff, including underscore virtualenv, which imports all of this stuff. And like, you know, there's all sorts of stuff that happens in site. But then after site is completed is when the actual interpreter startup, or the actual interesting code stuff starts to happen. But you can see that there's a lot of time spent before then. I think these are in microseconds, so this is like, you know, almost 1 millisecond is spent on the site module. But anyway, Nerd says bash be like fee. Yeah. Matrix 17 says, why do people say using namespace standard in C++ is a bad practice? So there's kind of a couple of reasons that they say that using namespace standard is a bad practice. It's especially a bad practice in header files because it pollutes other files that you don't necessarily own. But the biggest reason that people say to avoid it is it makes it a lot less explicit about which things you're using. I don't know, like I like to do like using standard string instead of just using namespace standard. It also affects like how your functions get used, if I remember correctly. But it's mostly about like leaking that namespace using into other files. It's like the big bad one in header files. GeniusY says, any tips on exposing a nice public API while keeping private things nicely hidden through init.pys files? I actually really don't like doing that. I like to just use convention for the particular private implementation stuff. I don't really write any code in init.py. I find that as soon as you start just trying to re-export names in init.py, you really easily get into circular imports, and you know, I'd rather just not deal with that. So I don't write code in init.py, like ever. Brookmere says, I went through the top 100 starred for Python and you came up quite a bit. Really cool to get to hang out and ask questions here. Wait, really? How do you find that? Where's that thing? Top 100 starred Python on GitHub. Like trending repositories? Because I show up in this a lot, but this isn't always top starred. Spoken language. Oh, you can do that now. Like often I'll show up in these. Not today, it looks like. Oh, it's based on the number of stars today? Oh, they've changed how it works. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm also usually like often on the trending developers as well. And that's why I get a bunch of people follow me out of nowhere, and it's just like, it's not what I typed. I typed Python. Python. There we go. It's off screen, so I even couldn't see it. Looks like I'm not on this. Oh, I know David. Popular repo MangoDB. His troll repo is why he's trending. That's fucking funny. Jump says, one reason I know is the potential name conflict. You might import or write a thing with the same name. Yeah, that's true. Bahoho says, hello, I have an old laptop which has 1 gig of RAM. Which Python IDE should I use? I need a lightweight IDE. I don't think that even like VS Code is gonna run in 1 gig of RAM. You'll probably end up having to use a terminal editor, like, you know, actually 1 gig of RAM. Holy shit, that must be like a really old machine. Yeah, 1 gig of RAM is gonna be pretty tight on pretty much anything. Like, I don't even know if you could run Emacs on 1 gig of RAM. Why is my phone buzzing? I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a sec. Why are you calling me, mysterious caller? Don't know the number, so I'm not going to pick up. That says, I saw that 12306 repo lost stars when I was browsing GitHub. Seems like a Chinese railway thing. So there's a lot of interesting repos on GitHub that are, you know, high volume due to like, you know, political action in China. So like there's like a 669 or something like that, which is like a thing about working hours in China, which was really highly upvoted. Jennings says Ed cap. I mean, don't joke about Ed too loudly if Nixative is here, because I think Nixative actually uses Ed, like unironically. Nixative in chat today? I don't see it in chat. But Artheno says Babby is not optimized. Feels amazing, man. Babby should work. Babby doesn't use that much RAM. What modern operating systems even run in 1 gigabyte of RAM? I have no idea. Some Schnarwade says I have 4 gigs of RAM and I use idle. I've not actually heard of anyone that actually uses idle, unironically. Kevin Stroberg says, let's make a software as a service together. What do you want a software as a service? MangoDB auto shortening algorithm. Yes, MJ. Okay, I'm gonna fill up my water. I will be right back, and then we'll continue working on these open source PRs. I'll see you guys in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Hey, what's up, Simplifar? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. Brookmere says, I never tried Idle. To be honest, I'm afraid I might like it. Ooh. Kevin Stroberg says, I'll code for food, just tell me what to do. I mean, you and me both. I'm not employed right now. Genius Y says, Raspberry Pi and Babby while sipping on gin and tonic on a Malibu beach while building fintech startups, my go-to. You know, that would be pretty wild. Okay, let me go back to looking at this patch. Okay, so we fixed that up. Comment remove. So if the line starts with comment followed by a space, this is not gonna work. That does not work. That does not work. Let's try a test to show that not working. Features, actually. Let me make sure I didn't break anything, first off. Oh, yeah, I did. What is the actual failure? List indices must be integers or slices, not stir. You actually just have MyPy tell me what's wrong here, because I'm pretty sure 721, 699, 687. 720, so that's 821, 721. I can just find all these calls. Yeah. Let's try that. Well, now this says, I remember using Sublime Text with Lubuntu on 512 megs of RAM in like 2014. Holy shit. Arthena says, just make blockchain.py and you're good to go. JSI says, could you explain this from PyTest Virtualenv? Pip install -e bracket testing bracket. Where's the testing part reading from, etc.? I actually do have a video about this. Although without knowing the name, it's kind of hard to find the video. Conditional. In fact, I think I talk... Wait. Did I not talk about this? Optional dependencies. Here we go. This video actually talks about it, and I believe it talks specifically about PyTest and that particular line in there as well. But the TLDR from the video, sorry, choking on water, is that is a setup tools extra, which lists some extra packages to install, and this is where it's reading from. Extras require testing, and yeah, that video goes into detail about that. Janix says, I remember using VS Code on a 4 gig RAM MacBook a few years back and it ran somewhat fine. Wow, I'm surprised you could get Electron to start with that little RAM. So it says, but Anthony, can your programs run on a TI-84? I mean, I could probably port some of them to a TI-84, but I did see this. Plague running on a TI-84. This is the plus CE. This is a little bit different than the actual TI-84. This is an actual, like, you know, color screen with a full programming environment. So like this is a little bit different. But yeah. You know, when I'm thinking about T84, I'm thinking about this clunky piece of shit, which has like, you know, a 20 by 20 or 32 by 24 black and white e-ink screen. Like that's what I'm thinking about when I think about TI-84. I'm not thinking about this fancy fucking color screen shit here. They're kids and their newfound TI-84s. What is this? But yeah. Anyway. But that says, speaking of videos, you're very inconsistent in the outro for the FAQ playlist. I think none of the FAQ playlist has an outro. I think those ones just cut, which is, I guess, not the best. Kevin Stroberg says, Anthony Rice Coder, are you a fan of beer, more specifically Imperial Stout's dessert style? Yes, I am, Kevin Stroberg. I do like the beers. My favorite beers are, let's see, I like stouts, I like porters. I like particularly like peanut butter and chocolate stouts. Those are real good. I also like sours, and I like wheat beers. I think the only thing that I really don't like in the beer styles is the like extremely bitter IPAs. But I do. Oh, my stream disconnected. Did you answer my last question? Yes, I did. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Generically, Kevin Stroberg. Brookmere says, did you guys know about the disgusting pathlib syntax using the slash operator to join paths? I mean, it's in the basic usage section of the docs, but damn, I was irritated when I saw that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't really like pathlib. Brookmere's. Fortunately, you can dot join path and avoid that, but like people are gonna be like, use the slash operator, that's why pathlib is so cool. I don't know, I don't really like that. He did not run pre-commit IRL. Yeah. I mean, I don't prep for the videos, so like my intro is whatever I say, whatever spews out of my mouth every single time. Juice says, I left my TI-83 at work. I miss it. I mean, you could go to work and get it, right? Johnny says, I remember my TI Inspire CAS, but it's useless in university now. Was that one of the ones that first had like a programming environment? Hey, what's up, Alarios? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. JDS5 says, where should I manage dependencies for my library? I have a requirements.txt, talks.ne, setup.py, defining them all at the moment. So your library dependencies should be in setup.py or setup.cfg if you've moved to declarative metadata. Your testing dependencies should be in any of those other files. PyTest happens to put them both in this file, but I don't really like this setup. So in my libraries, pre-commit, for example, my setup.py is trivial because I'm using the declarative approach, and my setup.cfg contains my runtime dependencies. You can see these are my runtime dependencies and install requires. And my test time dependencies live in requirements-dev.txt, which are just, you know, cov defaults, coverage, pytest, and pytestenv are the only dev dependencies that I use there. And then talks will reference the dev dependencies by doing this. That's how I do my dependencies, which works well enough for me. Dumbdeep Coding says, I actually really like pathlib. A lot of people really like pathlib. I'm okay with them liking pathlib. I just wish they wouldn't try and get me to use it. And I wish they would stop rewriting my code to use pathlib. You'll get drive-by contributors which will be like, hi, I noticed your library and I really like it, so I rewrote it using pathlib, and it's like, you've provided literally no value. You've just rewritten the code for no good reason. But anyway, that's the actual reason that I dislike pathlib, is from the you know, the want to needlessly rewrite in it is way too high for some reason. Hey, what's up, NSO? Hello. Welcome back. Arthena says, feels good, man. PyProject.toml. We're not. That's another set of things. That's a whole other set of things. Embarca says, I've honestly never heard anyone diss pathlib. Is there any blog post on the reasoning or something? I have not put anything together about this. I was gonna make a video, but then I was like, I think people are just gonna like be like, grump. This is a grumpy old man, which is fair. Like, this is another one of those situations where I know I'm wrong and I'm okay. Aria says, hi, Anthony from Brazil. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you got Code Shows emote there. I see. Athena says, Anthony is just a grumpy boy when it comes to new stuff. That's not always true. Sometimes I'm very embracing of the new stuff. We do indeed have a video about declarative metadata at JDMSY, so you can check that out here. Get that pathlib off my lawn. Yeah. NSO says, won't be surprised if I get fired from this job. What job? What's wrong? What's wrong, NSO? What's happening? Okay. Let's show that this is wrong. Test remove comment with comment elsewhere in line. Run tempter f equals tempter.join. With run stir F as H and exit H. H dot what? Let's await text. Print not a comment here. Should have a new line at the beginning. So that test should fail because it removed the inner part there. So that's a problem. Kevin Stoberg says, the reason I was asking is because I just received these two beasts. Let's see what we got here. Bourbon Barrel Aged Beer Geek Vanilla Shake. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds fucking good. Yum. What was the other one? What was the other one? That sounds great. Bourbon BA Blood. Wow, that is really dark. That sounds good. That sounds good. NSO says, this task that should have taken a week at most will end up taking like a month. I mean, that happens sometimes in software engineering. Like, you know, people are, you know, especially engineers, are particularly bad about making estimates, and sometimes things take longer than they expected to. And that's fine. That's fine. Arthena says, Anthony's sitting on his porch in his rocking chair. These young folks these days, Pi Project on Toml, Pathlib, Walrus Operator, everything really was better way back then. I mean, there are some new stuff that I actually do like, you know, F-strings are pretty good. You know, the virtual everyday write was great. Typing is amazing. Import lib metadata is cool. I don't know. There's some new stuff that I'm excited about. Imblanky says, hello there, what is the goal today? First we're gonna try and merge, I'm trying to burn down my email queue. I've got like 6 open source things to look at. We're gonna try and get those fixed up and merged. But we've already shown a problem with the first one. But I'm just gonna fix it because self.buff line no equals line ws len plus len actually we can just use len prefix plus 1 colon. Okay, so that should fix that test. Did not. It broke some other test. What happened here? What happened here? Test comment some code on indent part. On indent part. What happened here? Okay, 3 lines with indentation, which is line 1 and line 2 are indented 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces each. Okay, so we down and then shift down, so we're selecting the 2 lines. So we do this. So there should be 4 spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Then we shift up to select these 2 lines and then uncomment them. So they should have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Okay, yeah, this test is good. So whatever I just changed broke the code. Which is the test? Which is that test output? Test features comment dash K. This one. Alright, we need a walrus operator emoticon, maybe. I'll probably share the Tri-Blood one due to being almost 16%. Holy crap. RKJ says, humans are awful at estimating time. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, me either. EasyLight says, just started to use an ergonomic keyboard and I'm realizing that my brain hasn't been wired up anymore. If the keys are on the left side or on the right side. Oh, I see. I just try to search some keys on the right side, which are on the left side. Oh no. Yeah, I have that problem too. And Blanky says, do you prefer Tox or Nox for your projects? I am assuming you probably are a maintainer of one of them, but still. It's true. I am a maintainer of Tox, so I'm using Tox. However, I do have some stronger reasons for not using Nox, although I do appreciate the work that they've done there, and it's a cool project. I just think that using a declarative data format for testing is much better than having a code file. So the way Nox works is you write a Python script, and that Python script is your build tool. And it makes it really hard to automatically change that script because rewriting Python code is kind of hard. So yeah, so that's why I don't use Nox. But it's it's fine. Oh, this just removed every bit of. So it did the comment right, but then it did the uncomment wrong. Oh, I know why this is broken. Because my logic is wrong. Comment remove. This is the old code. Comment remove, but with the lowercase r. Yes, this is not quite right. This should be WS match 0. Wait, is this a thing? Oh no, this is not the match. This is right. Okay, so the problem is we need to maintain the indent there. So indent should still be here, and then this should be everything that's past the indent plus that. That should fix that test. Oh, must have been in this tab. I'm like, why is Control-R failing me? Okay, cool. PyTest, test, features, comment. Okay, fake. Cool. The other server says great accent in anything. I don't even know what accent I did. And Blanky says, I see, if you want to automate Nox, it's a bit cumbersome, makes sense. Yes, indeed. This is actually, there was a format for Python dependencies that was, the original proposal for pip file and pipenv was a Python script, and actually said exactly the same thing about that format as well. Unfortunately, enough people listened to me, and it wasn't written as a Python script after that. I think it's TOML now, and TOML is at least somewhat more rewritable. But setup.py has the same problem, which is why I really like declarative metadata, which is why I've moved from setup.py to setup.cfg wherever I can. It's look at all these gold badges in chat. It's because ImBlanky is bits leader #1, and Kevin Sjoberg is gift sub leader #1. I see. Kevin Sjoberg says rewrite pre-commit in Ruby. No. I mean, if you want a situation where code rewriting is a lot easier, I think Go is a better answer than Ruby there. Although there is a decent amount of code rewriting in Ruby, but some of that happens at runtime. Brookmere says, from my superficial experience, I feel like more projects should document on how to run their tests. Yeah, I think if you have some of those standard files in when I go to work on a Python project, I always look for a tox.ini. If it doesn't have a tox.ini, I usually just give up. Or like I'll make a virtual env and install PyTest and start trying to hack away at PyTest. And if that doesn't work, like I just won't run their tests, or I'll look at their like Travis and like figure out how they do it from there. But sometimes things just like don't have tests at all. Blanky says, if your code is broken, just remove the test, nothing bad will happen. RKJ says, I offered to help out on a depend about PR and then I saw it's a whole lot of Ruby. Yeah, I mean it's GitHub. GitHub has a butt ton of Ruby. Okay, so let's continue looking at this. This has the same bug, but we didn't write a test for it. But I think we can parameterize this. Like this. Comment, and then make this an F string with comment here. Makes it a little bit harder to read this test and get what's going on, but I think that's fine. And it's failing, which is good. Don't care to go through all these. Just do the fake ones because those are fast. Babby, file, remove, comment. Comment, remove, right. Noun verb. And we gotta do the same thing as this here. If buff equals y, yeah, so this is saying if we removed a comment on one of these lines, then and the x is greater than the... Is this right? Yes, this is right. Cool. Okay, so that looks good now. Ruby is alpha, Python is Kreese and Karate Kid. Brookmere says, how can you figure out their tests in CI before you submit a PR? So I usually look for a couple of things. So like, for instance, let's just open up some random project that I don't know how their CI works. So like PyPA, pip, for instance. And they don't have fancy badges. So that's usually an interesting one. But then I usually look for like travis.yaml or oh, pip added a pre-commit config file. That's cool. Or Nox file or PyProject sometimes. Wait, they have Nox and Tox? What? Why? Why do they have both? Maybe they're moving to Nox for some reason? Anyway. But usually what I'll do is I'll look for their Travis config and figure out how they're running tests here. So you'll see here, oh, they've split up their PyPy tests into groups. Interesting. It looks like they have some like special scripts here, so I would probably run these special scripts. Oh, this is fucking clever. This is set to a secure variable to prevent forks from notifying the IRC channel whenever they fail a build. This can be removed when Travis implements this issue. The actual value here is irc.freenode.org. That's so funny. That's so funny. They're using secure variables to hack around a Travis limitation. That's kind of amazing. But anyway, I usually look at like Azure, look for Azure pipelines as well. So this is their Azure setup, it looks like. But that's usually what I do. I don't know. Zernerd says, bang joke, what is the object-oriented way to become wealthy? Inheritance. That's actually pretty good. Hey, what's up, Pakodani? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, no badges is a little bit weird, Polar Junction, right? Right? Looking at previous PRs, yeah, that's another way to do it, be on the server. That way you can actually see their test outputs. Hey, what's up, Shazrobot? Hello, hello. Internet access still didn't merge my PR. We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. We gotta look at the older PR first before we look at the newer one. WDF Coding says, wait, Travis can notify IRC? Yep. Indeed it can. It's built in, surprisingly. Okay, comment remove looks good. Let's look at the next bit of code here. Fix that. Comment add. And we renamed this. If offset equals 0, so if we're putting it at the beginning of the line, we do this. Otherwise, if the white space length equals the offset. What is going on here? I agree with this. This one's easy. Insert the beginning of the string. Otherwise, if the length is equal to the start offset. Okay, so I think the way this works is it computes the minimum width or the minimum length and then puts comments in that position. Man, the variables being named weirdly this is actually throwing me off here. Okay, so it leaves the indent here, then it puts the prefix in, then it puts the line from the offset onwards. Oh, this is if they're equal. Okay. New line equals. I think this can all be one statement. So we're gonna try and simplify this. And I think we don't actually need any of this at all. I think what we can do is self.buff line number equals line to s offset prefix on a space and then line s offset colon. I think this implements all of this here. We're gonna use the old comment code here. Comment. Buddy problem. Okay, very much does not work. That's fine. Okay, it's putting two spaces here, probably because I just screwed up the. I just screwed up the logic there. I left this in. Huh. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a lot simpler. Is commented. Okay, that improves this function. Mikey says, are you planning anything for Hacktoberfest, or are you not particularly a fan? I see some people don't really like the model of it. I mean, I usually participate only because, you know, only because it's easy for me to participate. I basically just do what I normally do and you know, get the shirt and whatever. Because I don't know, I like t-shirts. But yeah. Oh, it's the drop song. Hey, what's up, root user Cyclone? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. With all the companies asking for contributions in exchange for a sticker or t-shirt, I have no problem with it, but I can understand why people might not like that practice. So there's an additional set of like kind of annoyance from from Oktoberfest, unfortunately, from the maintainer's perspective, in that a lot of people will make low quality contributions during October just to try and get the t-shirt. And especially if you're working, like if you're a maintainer of popular projects, you'll get a lot of these kind of garbage pull requests. So that's something that kind of annoys me a little bit about it, but I don't know. I guess it's better that people try as opposed to not trying. But it can be a little annoying sometimes. But anyway, it's not a problem, so to speak. It's just like something that I know that some people can get aggravated about. Brookamere says, never mind the stickers, but having actual good coders review my shit is cool. Yeah, I always think that's pretty good part of it, if it happens. Okay, oh, this needs to be land of that. That's probably fine. If it's coming in, we remove. Otherwise, we remove. We add. Selection lines. Commented. We determine whether it's coming in just based on the first line, which I think was an okay compromise there. I don't like the name of this function, but we're gonna rename that. Minimum start offset. Minimum indent for selection. Minimum cell indent. Minimum indent. Sure, minimum indent. See if we've got good enough coverage. And Cozy Avocado says, what are the buttons in the middle for? I think it's keyboard 3 that has the information about that. But yeah, it's a little macro pad. I use it to switch scenes. So it's the BDN9. I soldered it together on stream though. And Blanky says, look at that contribution graph, man. One day I'll be there. Better get back to Docker containers not acting properly. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you. Hey, what's up, Pro Nerd J? Hello, says, oh, I'm late. I mean, better late than never. Better late than never. But yeah, it is that one, Arthino. You got there eventually. But yeah, I think this looks good now. What did I do here? A little bit of cleanup and another test. We're gonna squash all the commits together too. Give guys a shot, Origin Master. Shazert says, that feel when the contribution graph makes you feel guilty. I've been busy, I swear, Kidab. Right? Speaking of that, I was a naughty boy on August 31st. Why are the tooltips so fucking broken? But earlier this week, I was a naughty boy. Hey, what's up, Daho Ramos and DevSoftX? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. The answer says, is minium a typo and should it be minimum? Probably. We will, we'll fix that in a second. What do you mean can't apply? What do you mean? Oh, this is gonna be a real pain in the ass. There's a merge conflict in the middle of this. Yeah, merge master into. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Desser? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so we're gonna have some trouble squashing this, I guess. But yeah, let's... Minium. Indeed. Was that my typo, or was that their typo? Ah, it's their typo. Cool. Thank you for that, the Endless River. Chesret says, shame, shame, shame. Chemist Jobrick says, are you familiar with the wonderful git rebase -i -- auto squash? I am, but I always forget what it does. Auto squash. If auto squash is used, exec lines will not be appended for the intermediate commits. When the commit log message begins with squash bang or fix at bang, yeah, I've seen that before, but I don't remember to do that while I'm committing. And hello again, DevSoftX, who says the best way to start code is to see another dev programming too. Cool. AWC shame should just be a gray box. Oh, that would be interesting. Let me see what the GitHub one looks like, if that's something that we could just rip off. What's up, Klaus Dev Wonker? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Oops, I didn't mean to scroll this. Oh, that's just the man page. We can leave that. Where's the... Yeah, it could just be the little gray square. That would be pretty fun. Esther says, not too bad. Waiting for COVID test. Oh, I see. Nice. Maybe a Python logo crossed with a Tama logo? Wait, what for? I still want my AWC walrus, but we don't applaud the walruses here. All right, how do I do this without it being a real pain in the ass? I wonder if I can just do get pull dash rebase and it'll do the smarts. Does not. Does not. Fuck. It does not. This is the real pain in the ass thing here. You know what we're actually gonna do? We're gonna do this the real dumb way. Right? Get diff origin master. Wait, get merge or first we'll merge origin master. And then get diff origin master. This will give us just the changes that we made. We can write those to a patch. And then we can... This is gonna be so dumb. This is gonna be so dumb of me. Who is... Valentine? Where's the first commit? Here? This one? Then we're gonna reset hard to this. Then we're going to check out origin master to dot. Then we're gonna get apply patch. And then we're gonna what? We're gonna get add. We're gonna amend. Then we're gonna rebase. No, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? This is the right thing. Okay, we're gonna try this a different way. Fortunately, we have reflog to get us back to... Where is it? This reset. Good old reflog. Okay, so how am I gonna do this in a different way? Fix comment 2. That applied cleanly. What the fuck? I guess we can just do the commit as them. That'll work as well. Get commit author equals this, and get, is it committer? I think it's committer. Equals that. Get commit dash m. What was their first commit message? I'm gonna leave out the number though, because the number causes more GitHub spam. Okay, that should fix it. It's a manual rebase. Chemistry Work says, I usually get commit dash dash fix up all the time and then auto squash is gold. Yeah, it's true. Athena says, do you know what I want? No, I don't know what you want. Shazard says, the 3 emotes that are immediately need are AWC drop, which is a pog face. That would be good. AWC shame and AWC is true, it's true. I almost immediately said it's true after that, so it's kind of true, it's kind of true. Krivike says, or Krivike, I remember how to say your name, says, I got my first plus 25 rep on Stack Overflow. Nice. That's awesome. Did you answer a question and get accepted? That's pretty cool. Runner J says, this is the most get move I've seen on Twitch. Yeah. Oh, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. The author is supposed to be this. Git commit dash dash amend. This should be authored. No. Reset author. There we go. Get author, get author name. There we go. Okay, so now it's committed as Valentine. That's good. And authored by Valentine and committed as me. Okay, cool. And then we'll go to here. We'll reset to fix comment 2. We'll look at the diff, make sure this looks good. Okay, so we moved the white space matching into an indent function. We made a minimum indent for selection, which grabs the selection and then returns that. We changed comment remove to what? To no longer do this L strip. Oh, I bet this branch isn't covered here. This is probably unreachable code, so I probably broke the coverage in here. That's weird that my coverage run didn't do that. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. We'll see that when in CI, I guess. Then we did this. Cool. Oh, we didn't clean up the test, did we? Does this get used anywhere else? Yeah, it gets used twice. 3 lines with tabs. Does this get used anywhere else? It does not. 3 lines with tabs. Tabs. Cool. We can also make an AWC bonk emote. Yeah, we should make a bonk emote. Michaela's profile pic, yeah. Potentially. Hey, what's up, Any14 Coffee? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Vape Juice Jordan is in the top 5 bonked. He's been on the stream like once. Kevin Jowick says, what did you try to do? I was in my editor. Oh. I don't remember. I don't remember at this point. Martina says, does this have a limit? Yeah, there's some limit to the length of the text. Twitch will just cut you off because it's IRC under the hood, so there's some IRC limitation there. Krivike says, I answered a question about Ajax and Jenga. Oh, that's cool. Yo, Melkadev is here. You guys know what that means, right? Kapow! Welcome back, Melky. Good to see you. And it says, I think I might be over-abstracting my code. Embargo says, I see you're testing with Python 3.8, but do you not also test with Python 3.6 locally, or is that just on CI? Sometimes I will test with Python 3.6 locally, but I happen to know like the features that are different, so there's actually not that much interesting that got introduced in 3.7 or 3.8, in my opinion. I guess there was Walrus Operator, but I don't use the Walrus Operator, so... But yeah, I tend to just target just one of the Pythons locally because I know most of the stuff that's gonna be different. But yeah, I do test 3.6 in CI. What's up, Witchin? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I probably should test some other stuff, but not worth the time. All right. I fixed up a few things. It was handling this incorrectly. Stripping both of the characters. Also simplified comment add. Removed all of the logic there. Any14 Coffee says, yeah, doing good, thanks. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Quick stop by to follow as you stream Pythons. Awesome. Well, thank you again for the follow and welcome to the stream.
Support to the channel.
Hey, CMH! Thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 2 months in a row. Damn, 2 months. It's only been 2 months, CMH. I feel like I've seen you forever. But thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. It says, woohoo! Glad to give support to the channel. Appreciate it. Team view select, buddy. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. It's okay to plug your channel once, but if you do it every stream, we're gonna have a problem, buddy. We're gonna have a problem. So you gotta tone it down just a little bit, okay? Just
without actually subbing again.
Hey, Ethan, thank you as well for resubscribing. 7 months in a row and 15 months total. Hey, I get to cause a sub notification without actually subbing again. Oh, is this that Twitch bug again, Ethan? Because I feel like you've run into this a couple of times. But thank you for the subscription. CMH says I lurk well. I see. Wait, what's your follow age, CMH? Follow age, CMH. Oh, you've only been following for 3 months. Weird. I feel like I've seen you forever. But anyway, appreciate that. Froner J says, how many times can I plug your channel? That's that's funny. It's funny. NSO is not following? What? What? How do you know to show up to all the streams, NSO? How do you know how to show up to all the streams? Ethan says they always seem to give me a celebrate option after I've already subscribed. That's pretty great. And Blanky says make a Twitch bot command. What for? Yeah, you're subbed but not following. That's an interesting one, NSO. Simplefire has been falling for 1 year and 2 months. Yeah, you're OG. You're OG AF. NSO says I just keep a tab open and refresh every 10 minutes. Nice. 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 Following on hard mode. Bang, money spent. Kevin, you spent too much money already. TV Select says I subbed on the first day. I mean, you got gifted a sub. That's kind of cheating, Team V Select. Juicebox Hero is not a follower. Did you unfollow my channel again, Juice? For shame. For shame! You need a bot for the bots. OG Lurker is what I am. Yeah, that's right, Simplebar. Printer J says, I have a plugin that opens Babby whenever you are live. That's how I know. That's funny. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Why are you still yellow? Oh, because of PyPy. PyPy's pretty slow at running the tests, which makes sense because if you turn coverage on in PyPy, it doesn't know how to JIT anything, and so yeah, it gets messy there. I'm still waiting for Juicebox here to gift 20 subs. Aren't we all, Kevin Stroberg? Aren't we all? I feel like September should apply to gift subs. I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't. That seems like part of the point, you know? But that's the way things go. Adrian says I'm still waiting for someone to give me a sub. You guys are always begging for subs. I see you. I see you. Okay, so once this merges, then we'll look at Andrew Lane X's pull request, which is adding support for hard tabs. Never thought we would see the day where we end up with hard tabs in the text editor. Anonymous has gifted a sub to Andrew Lane X? Anonymous has gifted a sub? Anonymous. What are you doing, Anonymous? But thank you for the gift sub. I do appreciate it. It's just like gifting subs for the begging gifters is always Is always I blame Juicebox Hero Kevin Schoberg. You're probably right, Andrew and X. Let's be real. NSO says submissive subs. It's true. The subs. Is this the sub gifting stream? I mean, oh, I guess it's true. There was a gift sub, so we gotta lose a button there. Ethan says 7 gifted me a sub in a different stream, even though I've chatted there only once or twice. Huh. Yeah, I mean, sometimes if enough subs get gifted, Twitch will just like randomly sub random people, which I've seen that happen once in Mewtrue's channel. The hacker Anonymous is here. Anonymous is here. Brenner J says, "Dang it, Anon ruining my simping by seconds." That's funny. CMH says, "Peasant girl, money for scones. Me, sorry kid, you're gonna have to wait for a gifted sub." Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. TV Select says you have to add a / before your script now. What are you talking about? Koenig says, yeah, I'm subbed to a random cam girl stream. a random cam girl stream, Koenig? Just completely at random? I kid. I'm sure it wasn't one that you ever opened. Shazarot says that's actually a perfect excuse. Yeah. Come on, are you done yet? Tests? I just want to merge this. Random.choice cam girls. Yeah. Anonymous has nothing to hack. Yeah, are they gonna hack me? And they certainly hacked the hype train. Oh, I can delete an email now that this one is done. Well, presumably it's done. We'll see when we actually attempt to merge this. Yay! 7 minutes to run the test in PyPy. That's actually kind of annoying. It's maybe to the point where I should turn off coverage on PyPy because it takes 3 to 4 times as long as anything else. It is why I start the job basically first, because it's always the slowest one. Always the slowest one. I guess if I test on Windows, that would be slower. But hey, what's up, Raphaels? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yes, we can merge this one. We have fixed the way that comments work. Well, I didn't do it. Kaisuke FD did it. Thank you for that patch. They're sometimes in chat, so I don't know if they're here today, but appreciate the contribution there. They are in chat today. Cool. Hello. I mean, they're lurking, but we need a PR merged emote. Yeah, we could get we could make like a purple merged emote. That would be kind of cool. It's something like when I actually do a commit, you guys all spam the merge emote. Hey, Simplevar, thank you for gifting a sub to Imblanky. Appreciate the gift sub there. But wait, that means we got the next level of hype. Is that what happened here? Or did you beat the timer? Anyway, there's your button. Thank you for the gift sub there, Simplevar. Wait, you're not even sub Simplevar. What's up with that? And Blakey says, how do you design your tests, Anthony? Like, do you have a general top process, or do you just employ a technique? It depends on how I'm working on code. Like, sometimes I'll do some test-driven development. A lot of times I'll do what I like to call reverse test-driven development, where I'll write the functionality, then I will write a test which satisfies that technology, then I'll revert the change and make sure the test fails, and like, do stuff around like that. I usually like to structure my code such that it's more testable, so I'll have like individual functions that have definite inputs and definite outputs, and like make sure that when I run, put my inputs in, I get exactly the outputs that I expect. But yeah, I don't really have any particular structure to things. Most of these tests that I wrote for this particular patch here were integration tests, where I'm actually spinning up the full text editor, interacting with it, and seeing what it does. Oh, and Pruner J has gifted a sub to Simplevar. There you go. Now you got a sub, Simplevar. And we're out of buttons. We're out of buttons, chat. Actually, no, I have one more button. I guess I have 2 more buttons. We have the secret button. Hey, what's up, Alex Craven? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Gotta keep the train rolling. Oh, I see. For the hype train. I see you. Brookmere says, my first contribution. I'm grateful Anthony was so patient with me. Super hyped still. Yeah, you did get a patch merged, Brookmere, with the UTF-8 change, which is pretty cool. Printer J says, I'm playing with the GitHub API and stuff this weekend. I bet we can get your bot to spam that too. Probably. Jenny Miss Y says, thanks Anthony Ranks code. I just refactored to a declarative setup.cfg. Nice, awesome. The absolute mad lad, says Chansrobot. Yes. PR simped into main. And MJ has gifted a sub to the Dumb Engineer. Thank you for the gift sub there. Okay, now we're out of buttons on my shirt now. those are all the buttons we got there. But thank you for the gift sub, MJ. Really appreciate that. Pure function, says Kevin's Joburg. It's true, it's true. That is something that I say a lot. Oh, MJ, that was your first gift step in the channel. Awesome. We're going to the pants, boys. Ethan says, have you ever done anything with shell completions with ArgParse? I have not yet. I started to write, like, very simple... Actually... Where did I do that? And do I still have the code for it? Is it in the all repos completion? All repos complete. Bash? Oh, this is for overriding get clone. No, this is not for that. Oh, but you can basically use this line to kind of cheese it. To find all of the dash dash options and tab complete for those. Yeah, like I bet I could take any ArgParse script and just run this on it. Like all repos scrap and then paste this in here. So those are the options for all repos grep. You know, you can probably do the same thing for like pre-commit run. Wow, pre-commit run has a lot of options. Oh, these need sort-u. But a little bit cheaty. He's going to have to start untying his shoes. I'm not wearing shoes right now. Arthena says, how many subs to get legit headphones? Wait, the question is, does Juice, are you still here? Do you still have an extra pair of headphones? She might be baking right now. What do you think about Arg Complete? So somebody sent a PR to pre-commit with Arg Complete, and the one problem. So there's kind of two problems I have with it. One is that it is another dependency that you would need to have. The other is the way that Arg Complete works. Is it reaches into private variables in ArgParse, which is not great. And the other is it adds startup time. So I actually did not allow the allow that patch because of those reasons. And I think like a better approach would be to generate the completion statically and write out a shell script. Also, you have to deal with the oh, I got a hype train emote. Cool. You also have to deal with the startup of the Python interpreter to tab completion, which I think is way too slow. I think like the better approach is to like write out a shell script with that and then use that for the completion. But Brenner J says, does your Twitch chat allow you to chat back, or is it only a reader? This is only a reader. I mean, the bot is chatting back, so when the bot replies, it you know, it's writing this chat into chat. But no, I can't just like type in the terminal and press enter. That would be cool, but I don't have that. Ethan says, that is some interesting code. Yeah, so this thing, it doesn't work right now. I don't remember why it doesn't work. Oh, because of Bash Completion 2.0. But in theory, all repos complete -- bash eval. Is this it? And then in theory, yeah, okay, I guess it still works. But it allows me to tab complete get clone, so you can see like if I were to git clone, you know, pre-commit / pre-commit hooks, for instance. That's what that all repos complete thing does. That's pretty cool. But I think it's broken for some reason. I think maybe. Just says I do. What's up? Oh, your chat keeps hounding me about my crappy headphones. Do you still have an extra pair of headphones, Juicebox Hero? Hey, what's up, Ruben Sinfin? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. He even says a wooga. Yo, the Hype Ghost actually looks pretty dope. Not gonna lie. I got the hype chest, which, well, it's you know, maybe it's representative. Simpleverse says poggers, indeed. Oh, you set that to the MOTD. Cool, cool. Blakey says, look at it. You are now a normie streamer. You have to start to beg for money and just ranting in the stream now. Shasterbutt says, are you new here? I mean, a lot of my streams are a little bit ranty. Blakey says, I believe I'm less than a week following, but I've caught 3 streams. Yeah, I've seen you a bunch of times. Juicebox Hero says, sorry, I am balls deep in DynamoDB. I mean, if that's how you feel about DynamoDB, Juicebox Hero, I don't know that you should necessarily be that deep into DynamoDB. Brokemir says, big fan of chests, yeah. Printer J says, I got Sennheiser 201 lightweights. They're like $30, but they have the hipster brand name and people will leave you alone. I see. RJ says, consenting adults, etc. Anyway, okay, so we merged the first PR. Let's look at the next PR, which is the hard tabs support from our friend Indraline X. I think I've already reviewed this, so I think it's really just like a prove and merge, if I recall correctly. Okay, but we had expand tabs to true, set the tab string, cool. We might need to rebase this to make sure it still works, but I assume it does. We changed indent to this. Tab. Oh, this is just single tab. Let me clone it anyway. Get remote, get remote, add Andrew Lane X. Andrew Lane X / Babby. Make sure the tests still pass. Alexa, how do I bonk everyone in the chat simultaneously, right? Don't kill my sign commit? No, I'm not going to, unless I need to. Unless I need to change stuff. I just want to make sure the tests still pass. Because we did change something with indentation. Does this really not fit on one line? It really does not. Cool. That's what I wanted to check. Though I might write this as this instead. Line equals this. Could maybe do that instead. But that seems fine. Instant selection. This didn't really change, did it? Yeah, still the same. Cool. Anyway, I might write it that way, but I think it looks fine. Cool. The dedent was the one I was concerned about, though. Wait, you resolved this, but you didn't implement it. Why did you resolve this, Android X? Rendo, why didn't you fix this? Shame! Shame, says ProNerd Shay. Shame! Do you want to fix this, or do you want me to, fix this? 'Cause if I fix this, I ruin your sign commit. I don't know why you care about your sign commit, though. Hey, what's up, Father King? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What do you want me to do, Andrew Linux? You tell me, buddy. Cyber Benny says, anyone else in the 3-wide tab club? Are you baiting for people that are crazy people with 3 space tabs? 3 space tabs? Please. Wow. You'll do it? Okay, well, I guess I'm not looking at the rest of your PR then. What? I just got a recruiter email that says someone's name says hi, and then it's not a message from them, it's from the recruiter. I'm very confused. Very confused. Okay, but anyway, we're not merging that one. Let's look at this one. This one's very easy to merge, so we'll merge that one pretty quickly. Pronerd says, is that even legal? 3 space tabs is a sin against God. Oh no. LinkedIn is the future of social media, right? Shasrat, someone's name says hi, Anthony, right? CH says 3 space tabs. He's a madman. Solis says, do not send that recruiter my way. I probably won't send that one your way. Jameswai says, any idea how I port this to setup.cfg? iModules equals glob. You would not be able to port that to setup.cfg. I think that's actually some of the kind of intentionally things that you should not be doing dynamically, because it's a really easy way to accidentally commit or accidentally put or leave out files in your package. Also, you shouldn't have multiple top-level PyModules, in my opinion. But I think you would need to leave that in setup.py if you want to continue doing that. CyberBenny says, I also use a uBlock rule to have 3 space tabs on GitHub. That's crazy. I mean, I guess if it's what you want, like, go for it. Okay, what does this add? Awk as an interpreter, Ash as another shell, Bats as an alias for bash, Expect as another interpreter. Yeah, this seems fine. But I have to rebase their patch because they did it in 2 commits for some reason. They're really out here committing everything from the GitHub editor. Where's the one I want? Fix it? Yeah. Oh my goodness. You guys are all over CyberBunny for 3 space tabs. Pinsy says, this looks so complicated. You already hacked the NASA? I did hack the NASA. Did you see the clip, Pinsy, of when I hacked the NASA? I don't know if it's gonna be in the top clips. Was that in the last 30 days? I don't think it was in the last 30 days. Was that in the last 30 days? I don't think it was in the last 30 days. NASA. If we scroll down a bit, we can get the NASA clip. But I did hack the NASA. Here he goes. Can you please hack the NASA just as a demo? This is when I hacked the NASA, Pinsy. You can check that out. Factorial tabs, Fibonacci tabs, yeah. But yeah, I'm the NASA hacker, Pinsy. It's true. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you don't think I actually hacked NASA, but But I don't know why are people like, you should hack the NASA? Is that a thing? Is that a meme? Am I getting whooshed here? Pending. Pending? Oh, Pi. It's always Pi. Genius Vice says, my library is built on tons of packages. I struggle how to manage imports so badly. Any videos on that? What do you mean? Like how to sort your imports, or like how to deal with dependencies, or what's the question, JD MSY? Because I did do a video about how I sort my imports. Sort your imports. Maybe that's what you want to talk about? I don't know. Golden ratio tabs. Please hack the NSA. I'm an Ackerman and you are just a Hackerman. What? What is that supposed to mean? Alright, Pi, get your shit together. Oh, it's done now. Wait, why did it take so long? This says 4 seconds. Weird. Okay, I'll merge that one. I'm actually gonna go fill up my water again because I am out. So I will be right back, and I will see you guys in a sec. I'm back. Hello. Oh my goodness, you guys said a lot of stuff while I was gone. Why'd you say all the things while I was gone? Workamir says, actually, I am the maintainer. Wait, what about what? Oh, of NASA? Binzi says, I don't know nothing about programming. For me, it's all hacking, but interesting. Nice, okay. James Y says, just in general, having a simple import from the root package E from X import Y, where X is built on tons of other packages, all contributing to the public API with nested packages within those packages. That sounds like you have quite the pain there. I don't know. You probably need to factor some stuff there? I'm not sure. That seems kind of complicated. I don't know, it seems like maybe your packages are not organized in a way that limits your coupling. I don't know. Hey, what's up, GDem? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. My tab links generate the Ackermans function. Oh no. Cyberbunny says that 4 was too long and 2 was too short. I see. Imagine if we used a base 3 number for computing. Brunard says, okay, he's gone. Great. Quick, everyone install Vim. So, during my 24-hour stream, I think the summary video on YouTube actually goes over this. How far back was that? A month ago? But during the 24-hour stream, Juicebox Hero actually changed my... That would have been where? Right around here somewhere? Yeah, there's a stream highlight in here. Where Juice changed my editor to be Vim. Juicebox Hero messes with my dot files. There we go. You can see how I play with Vim. If we install Vim, none of us will be able to quit. Arthena says, why do you always bend back and tilt your head when you're going to GitHub/YouTube like you're in a race car or starting a rocket? Wait, do I really do that? Do I lean back? I don't know. I think it's subconscious. I don't really think about it. You don't have to quit. You just will always be productive. You can save tens of seconds per year after the 4th year of practice in Vim. That's good, that's good. Polymathman says, how did we get to the current shirt button count? There were a lot of gift subs. I've even buttoned up a little bit because I was getting cold in my kitchen. Hey, what's up, Master Tech? Hello, hello. Welcome back. AWC actually maintainer. What would that be? Pinsy says, I'm out. Much respect to you for doing this and understand the complicated stuff. Bye. Well, thanks for stopping by. The alleged 24-hour stream, yeah. Lies and slander. Lies and slander. It's good, it's good. Hey, what's up, the Dev Engineer? Hello, hello. This is some Inception indenting kind of shit. Yes, indeed. Okay, but anyway, we're back. I'm up to speed. Internet says you can merge it now. Okay. We will see what we did here. Dun, 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 dun. You didn't do the thing here, that's fine. Cool. Cool. And then tab test. Cool. Alright, ship it. You get your kitty cat. This kitty cat. I like this kitty cat. That's a good kitty cat. Anyway, thank you for that, Hey Julian X. I think that actually means that I can make a new release, Babby? Is that true? Is that true? Eventually we'll import this. This one had a problem, I forget what the problem is, but we'll look at that some other day. But yeah, let's pull prune. And we can make a new release. Oh no, I didn't auth my password manager today. No! Alright, chat. We're gonna have to go into selfie mode, and I'm gonna have to mute my stream. muted! You're muted! Yeah, I know. Okay, we're back. But yeah, I've off my password manager. So now we can upload 17 to PyPI. Paste my password, copy some other random text. Cool. Git push origin head text. Awesome. Marketo says if you're skilled, then alias bash equals user local bin babby. We could do that. Alias bash equals user local bin babby. And we type bash, we get what? No such file or directory. Of course, because why would I install things to my system? But actually, someone in chat showed me this. I think Angelina X showed me this. You can do /bash, and that will sidestep the alias for reasons. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I just have to either have infinite time or infinite size machine to indent more than 4. Arthena says, AWC actually maintainer could be a pixel art of your face with a finger pointing at yourself. Me? Yeah, I would have to get some artist that would, you know, caricaturize my face, and do that. But that would be kind of cool. 0 out of 5 files viewed, Mugas. Yeah, that's actually, I really don't like this feature that they added. So they added this feature where you can like, oh, this only has 1 file, so that's not interesting there. Does this have multiple files? Yeah, this has 2 files. They have this feature where like, you're supposed to like read the file and then like check this little viewed box, which collapses it, and that's how this changes up here. But I don't like this feature, so I don't use it. So it's always just gonna be 0 out of n viewed. Because I didn't find this feature that useful. Genius Spy says, I missed an S in packages equals values sorted. Nice. Cool. And a wrench. Maybe. Wouldn't mind to alias to Vim, but I still have exec mode in Vim. Yeah, that makes sense. Now you can't say that your editor doesn't support tabs. Did you really do this just so I can't fucking say that? God damn it, you're really nice. I mean, you would. You would do that. I can't see it through your glasses. Oh. Are you saying that, like, you could somehow get a, you could see my password from my eyeballs? That would be pretty impressive. I could almost believe it, though. Easy Light, how's it going? JDMSY says RSU price dips on the day of vesting feels bad, man. Yeah, I know that feel. That happens a lot. You can still tell when you type by the movement of your shirt. Yeah, you can see the flex in my face and arms, right? Imblaggy says, wait, you mute because of the sound analysis that is possible. Yes, I actually have a YouTube video about this that I uploaded recently, which we'll get. I believe it's in the FAQ list. Where is that? Mute to type passwords. There we go. We're actually going to be merging another PR, which makes it easier for me to look up these videos. And we'll be setting up YouTube API stuff, which will happen. The Dumb Engineer says, I have a question about Git. What are these comments? Git pull, prune, git show, git patch that you just did. These are new to me. Oh, git apply patch. Yeah, I could do video ideas about all of those. Bang, video idea paste. Cool. We'll do that. But yeah, git pull is just merge the upstream. I always, you know, I muscle memory at this point to do -- prune. So, what prune does is it removes local references to branches that no longer exist. But yeah. Interesting. I thought that because of his speed, it would not be really feasible. I think it would still be feasible, especially because there's a whole ton of data that you could search from. Ethan says, I had to shorten this URL. Sorry. What do we got here today, Ethan? Oh, this is one of those pasted TypeScript things. What? 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 Is this a JSON parser written entirely in TypeScript templates? Holy shit. This is actually way shorter than I thought it would be. I'm actually, like, kind of impressed. This is actually really cool. This is like the template stuff that you can do in C++. When you make your type system accidentally Turing complete. This is actually kind of amazing. But yeah, thank you for sharing that, Ethan. That's really cool. How do you even code? Wigmare says, I'm worried the UTF-8 check with sys standardin.buffer.read could break at some point because of this note box that I don't fully understand. This one here. To read or write binary data from the standard streams, use the underlying buffer object. However, if you're writing a library and do not control in which context this code will be executed, be aware that the standard streams may... Yeah, this is if someone wrote a buggy monkey patch, then it might break, but this is you know, if somebody does this, their code is buggy. It's not your code. But also, this would never happen with Babby, because Babby is a tool and not a library. So it doesn't matter. And if somebody does this thing, maybe replaced with file objects like string.io, they're just wrong. And one specific library that does this. Oh man, this is gonna be a real throwback. Is the Behave project. And I tried to fix this, and if I click this button, it actually breaks Yelp, which is kind of funny. Because Yelp still uses my forked branch here. But yeah, I pointed this out that, you know, sys.standardin.buffer is a thing. And wrote a patch for it to fix it. And the maintainer was like, you're wrong. And then back and forth. I'll just link you this. You guys can read this. I don't really want to go over this again, but... But then, lol. Good old Stalebot. But anyway, I fixed PyTest to make this thing, but... You know, Behave decided that fuck you. But anyway. Oh, you just wanted tabs. Okay, that's fair, Julian X. JDMSY says, I don't underestimate Twitch chat. Twitch chat has contributed quite a lot to Babby at this point. It's pretty cool. Do you even code is my current MOTD? Yikes. CMH says CMH is rating with 1 raider. What? Did you actually rate? Or are you just typing that in chat? I feel like you just typed that in chat. I see you, CMH. Wait, do you stream, CMH? I don't know that I've seen your stream before. Let's see. Offline, about. I don't think you've streamed before. But if you stream, I'll watch your stream. JDSY says, thoughts on using things like simple repr mixin / simple eq mixin. Where do these come from? Simple repr mixin. What is simple repr mixin? Wait. What? I'm gonna search all of GitHub for this thing and see if it's a thing. But what are you talking about? Link me it. JDMSY. This is a checked-in virtual I suspect I'm just gonna get a lot of checked-in virtual environments. Yeah, these are literally all coverage/debug.py. Selenium mix-ins. Sileniums is a different project. Simple repr mix-in. Printable simple repr implementation that includes class and all of its attributes. This seems not the worst. I would not do it as a mix-in personally. You can do this without a mix-in by just making this a free function, and then just do double under repr equals that function. That's probably how I would do this. Also, this is implementation defined, so I would maybe not do it this way, but this seems fine. The one downside to doing it this way is sometimes you have attributes that contain secret values that you really don't want to automatically show, which is why Python doesn't just show the locals by default. Also, you might want to pretty format some of these, and so like, you know, doing this might not be how you want to render your repr. But this, I mean, this seems fine. Simple equality mix-in. This probably also does the same thing. Identical type and... yeah, so this has a problem in that, like, type identity doesn't necessarily lead to equality. It's like kind of forces you to be a very, very particular... wait, I know this guy. Why do I know this guy? Oh, he works on PyTest. That's why I know this guy. But this can lead to, you know, this can lead to false negatives. So like usually, you know, sometimes you actually want to be very specific about your actual equality check here. But anyway, you know, they're okay. They're just not going to be right in all cases. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. But I assume that's what you're talking about. Brookmere says, put a ternary inside your ternary, bro. Ternaries of ternaries? Is that what we're doing now? Ethan says, not sure to be terrified or really impressed. It's actually kind of hard to not be a Turing complete type system. That is nice. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Click the delete branch already. Yelp to whelp. I feel like that would not be the nicest thing to do. I should probably tell them that they're still using my fork. Because I'm no longer using that fork because I don't really care, but I can show you where it is. It's in this repository. In their talks file? Yeah. To do, upgrade behave if they ever take this reasonable pull request. But yeah, they're using a fork of behave from 2017 still. Which is fun. What? Oh, it's inside container? Okay. I was gonna say, there's no reason that a talks.ini file should make directories in the root of your repository, or the root of your file system. It just seems like a bad idea. But, anyway. Anyway, oh, I have hiccups now. That was a reference to your password. Oh, I see. Oh, that was a little Friday fun. All right, I got you, CMH. That's funny. That Chris Sawyer's locomotion. Genius Y says there's a way to generic Dunder implementations to pass around classes. Yeah, I mean, you could do like what I would do is, you know, Repr equals generic repr. This is how I would do that instead of a mixin. I find that mixins are an easy way to end up in like programming hell. What happens if repr returns stir? That should work in some cases. Although, if I remember right, it recurses some places. Oh, I forgot to... Somebody followed. Hey, what's up, Morphu Saw Star? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed that. Transfer the fork to the Yelp org. I mean, I could do that. Dropping frames are just me? I did drop some frames. I am continuing to drop frames. I'm dropping frames. Oh no. It, it's not just you, RKJ. I am dropping frames for some reason. It's actually really bad. Really bad frame drops. Is it back now? Are we back now? We're not dropping frames now? Are we good? Yeah, I think we're better now. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the frames. Sorry about that. Christomator says, did you break your keyboard in 2 pieces? Yes, I just went karate chop. Oh, actually, we have a new, I uploaded a video about this morning, so you can actually read some of the frequently asked questions about this keyboard on there as well. Juice says, DynamoDB permissions makes me sad, Anthony. So, permissions in Dynamo are actually not that tricky. You essentially need 3 permissions for everything. Or 4 permissions if you're using queries. Frequency, no. Terraform. DynamoDB runs, for example. These are the 3 permissions that you mostly need. And sometimes you need query. So you can also put DynamoDB query. And sometimes if you're running not great code, you need scan. But these are like the 5 that you mostly need for Dynamo. In my experience. But yeah. Hey, Juan Carlos Paco, hello, welcome back, good to see you. Anthony, how do I edit my serverless YAML file? Oh no. Oh no, you've gone down the serverless YAML file route. I feel like serverless is a little bit over-engineered. You can use lower level stuff, and I actually think it's easier than using serverless YAML. I actually don't know how to deal with serverless though. That particular, it's actually really annoying that they named their framework serverless, because there is a type of technology called serverless that's different than their particular framework. It's just kind of annoying. Seems to be fine now. Yeah, it looks like we've stopped. Oh no, we dropped some more. Damn, I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I don't know, for some reason sometimes if I turn off my air conditioner it seems to improve the frames. I don't know, I'm sorry. Siphon says, hey Anthony Red's Code, hopefully you're having a great day. I'm currently a C developer looking for Python positions. I'm familiar with the language, but I've never worked on a large Python codebase. Any advice on what to look for in a Python team/project? I don't know. I would look for like code quality and tests. That would be my biggest thing to look for in a project. If you're like trying to see whether a project is healthy or not. I don't know. But yeah, for me it's like looking for tests and stuff. This frames thing is actually really disappointing. Like really peeved about that. I don't know, my internet seems fine. I don't know. You drop frames, they break. You need to handle the frame drop exception. G-Specs here says, just let me go, anything. What are you talking about? What's going on? We are you doxed? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, Team View Select? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I released any personal information. AWC frames dropped, yeah. English, do you speak it? Yeah. But anyway, what was I working on? We merged a PR. We released this thing. Did I push the tag? Yes. Let's actually upgrade to the latest Babby. Upgrade. Did somebody hit your IP address? I don't know. Air conditioning causing frame drops? Anthony writes code, turns off the air conditioning, says, I need more subs to unbutton the shirt to remain cool. It's true, CMH. Now I'm actually kind of warm, now that I've buttoned up my shirt. Did somebody hit your IP? I don't know. No idea. If they did, well, congrats, but anyway. Okay, let's look at this next pull request, which is from the same guy, oops, that has been editing all of the stuff in the GitHub editor. Let's see what we got here. Add Nick Shell interpreter. The -I is required to make Nick Shell behave as an interpreter rather than a normal interactive things. Do you have an API for notifying broken scripts? Otherwise, I just return. Yeah, if we can't identify from the interpreter, just return this. It works on Debian, but that's pretty much the only environment where it will. Supporting this seems like a net negative because it appears to validate such a shebang. Yeah. Indeed, it will take the last one. The last occurrence of -I. I don't think this is right. We'll check that. Some more test cases for multi-line, no space after this, end quotes. Nick Shell supports quotes. Here's Nix's implementation, which claims to be inspired by shell words. There's a multi-line case? This is getting real fucking complicated. Okay, well anyway, let's look at the patch and see what's up. Only if you could change your IP without losing Wi-Fi. I actually have a wired connection, but the Wi-Fi seems to I don't actually know. The air conditioner seems to interfere with the actual router for reasons. I think it has to deal with electricity draw, but I'm not completely sure. If you get the number of frames dropped and decode it to hex, then to Unicode, you can get Anthony's password. I don't think that's how that works. Synthoxis says, is this your own chatbot for the console/terminal? Yes, it is. If you do bang bot, which Shad's robot did, helpfully, you can see that out. What if Anthony's actual password is bad password? No one would ever guess that because it's so bad. I mean, that's what the VM password is. Who says, this is getting quiet. Nice. Oh, quite niche. I see, yeah. I see. Imagine a top-tier programmer admitting to chat, I think my AC is causing my frames drop. So, we've actually shown that my air conditioner being on or off causes the Wi-Fi to have different performance. Juicebox Hero and I tested this. She was sitting in the kitchen, and when the air conditioner was off, she got better internet connection than when the air conditioner was on. And yeah, so it is actually shown, but DumbDF Coding says, wasn't there a proof of concept attack getting secrets by monitoring the power draw of a PC? I think you're right. I think I do remember seeing something like that. Also, why is the music quiet? We'll skip to the next song. Okay, what was I doing? I wanted to show you guys that tabs work now. No expand tabs. And then indent. And this is a tab character. Wow, my text editor supports tabs. Gross. Ooh. That's cool. Anyway. Synthoxis says, how long have you worked on that bot? If I remember correctly, it's been about... Git log reverse. We started working on it in March of 2019, so a little bit more than a year. But yeah. What's up, Joe Haga? Hello, hello. Speaking of the bot, we're about to look at that after I look at this. There's a new bot, some new bot commands that we're going to be merging that will make videos easier to search. Command 0 and command 0 ends with Nick shell. Shouldn't this G just be if command equals Nick shell? Anyway. If what? I already read the first line, so this is the second line. We'll need an additional check for non-UTF-8. Non-readable as above. Bang split. I believe we'll actually want to use Schlex that split here, since Nick supports proper quoting. This could go out of bounds. Can you add a test where -I is last? Holy fucking shit, I'll read their test later. We'll leave comment. Okay, that one's not mergeable, so we'll go on to the next one. Which is from Mark J. And which is a brand new Twitch bot feature, which makes it so we can search YouTube playlists. So let me look at the patch. I've already reviewed the patch, so we might be able to just merge this one. March 2nd is the bot's birthday. Everyone remember this, yeah. Polymathic Man says, what is your opinion on if command versus if command is not none? So it depends on the situation. Sometimes you want the former, and sometimes you want the other one. I go back and forth on that. Ethan says, I gotta go, but good luck with the rest of your stream. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ethan. Always good to have you. Air conditioning hack stream, but doesn't get cold when it's hot outside. You had one job! Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna add YouTube playlists, which is pretty cool here. Hey, what's up, Sorius? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Bunch of README updates. Some more parameters to our configuration. Then we change this. YouTube video, name tuple. Okay, that looks good. This is using implicit strings, which is fine. That looks fine. This is the GitHub API, or the YouTube API. GitHub API. So we'll have to set up some API keys to make this work. But this looks fine. I already reviewed this code. We're gonna do some slight changes to the code, just in formatting, but I think it's fine for the most part. But yeah, ship it. Looks good. What is the database for? It is for full text search, because SQLite has a fuzzy searcher thing where you can we can do that. So we're abusing a temporary table in SQLite to do that. Arthena says, "Can you make a video on how to replace if statements with object-oriented programming?" You troll! You troll! No. It's a reference to this spicy tweet that I made yesterday. Which is this one here. We found another person that has one of these anti-if things. Some replies were hidden by the tweet author. Really? Is there a way to show the hidden ones? Well, that's actual spam. Interesting. But anyway. This is another one of those, if statements are bad, don't write if statements, write object-oriented programming instead. So I spicy tweeted. But anyway. Anyway, ABC spicy tweet, yeah. But yeah, I'm still live. I haven't dropped frames since last time I dropped frames. OP is last week. Machine learning, however. Right. Replace if with a case switch. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other way to do this. But thank you for this patch, MJ. Juice says, I have decided to not do serverless and have returned to square one. Architect says, to be fair, that example contained quite a large if monster. It's true. I did go back and clarify my comments on that. In this thread here. The thread? Yeah. My main point here is that it's dangerous to teach, especially to beginners, that if statements are evil. Object-oriented programming and functional programming, etc. are all tools, and you need to know when to apply them. Destroy all ifs takes code to a much darker place. I agree that a few ends could improve this snippet, but I absolutely would not reach for cheese factory brie.withage10.make.apply. But what the fuck, Team Viewslug? Stop. Stop it. Don't write if statements, use PEP622, the match statement, right? Yeah. The answer said someone wrote in Russian, go to hell, on that tweet. On this one or on the if statement one? On the one that I quoted, this one here. Somewhere in here. Screaming internally. This one? Oh. That's funny. Dead TTV says, be careful opening Twitter on stream. Weird things can pop up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, tech Twitter is usually pretty tame. Genius Wise says, any advice on validating fields when they're passed into a new instance? I tried the whole private self.x and getter and setter, but it only runs on direct assignment and not when the double under init is invoked. Should work fine. Definite self.x equals x property def x. Return self.x property, no, x.setter. Not is instance x int raise type error expected int got. Yeah, that seems to work. Now, of course, you need to separately initialize the actual value you have here. But as long as you're using your setter from your actual named value here, it should be fine. Actually, I think you can leave this out as well. Yeah. It should work. Not sure why it doesn't work for you. Roller says, how do I know if that's an object without an if? Pronerd says, I thought we didn't use if-else in Python and everything is now single-line ternary operators. That's the big brain play. There is, one-line Python. No, I want one line. There's like a... Is it this one? No. There's this Python thing that translates all Python source into a literal one-liner without using semicolons. Hey, what's up, StrekGG? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Where's the bot repo? If you do bang bot, you can get to that. Did you look at the Zope one? I did look at the Zope one. I also looked at the black one as well. Hey, what's up, Cat Peasant? Hello, hello. Polymathic Man says, I once saw not tech Twitter on an AWS Twitch stream. Oh no. The raunchy Twitter. You double up on the X that I was just doing self.under X. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Pixu says, what does @x.setter annotation do exactly? It's not an annotation, it is a decorator, and I believe I cover that in this video. Yeah, the Python property decorator. So you can check out this video. I go into complete detail about that there. Genius Y says, in that point, isn't it better to validate the X inside the init and bin properties? Yeah, if you're not allowing it to be set. I like to do, you know, initialization only stuff. Like, I don't like mutable stuff generally, so I avoid setters for the most part. But yeah, that would be a way. Polymathic Man says, what does the :int type check do? Why do you need the type check? This is actually just a comment. It doesn't actually do any type checking at runtime. You would need to run a type checker over this. I realize like this is kind of useless if you're using a type checker. But yeah. It is basically a fancy comment. I also have a video for that. MyPy. Introduction to Python typing and MyPy. You can check that out as well. Catbez says that if horribleness from the code snippet is pretty contrived. Yeah, you want to see an even more contrived one? This is the older version of this, which I always thought is fucking hilarious. This is another person who is selling their classes, and these classes are really expensive. Like really expensive, like 600 euros a pop. Yeah, 675 euros a pop. Oh, he has a registered trademark for anti-if? What a fucking crazy man. But this is like, oh, don't write if statements because you'll have ugly code like this. Well, yeah, if you don't indent your code, it's gonna look fucking awful. This one down here is even worse because they just like randomly commented out like else statements and like left code in here to make it like even harder to understand what's going on. It's like, one, use a code formatter, and two, like, the if statements aren't the problem here. It's your ugly ass code. But anyway, that's an old channel meme. Old channel meme. Big Sue says, amazing, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Always happy to shill my videos. Maribor says, hi, what peps should everyone know in your opinion? So the problem with peps is they're the proposal time documentation. They don't usually stay up to date. I think PEP 484 is the only one that I know that stays continually up to date. I guess PEP 8 also does as well. But I don't know. I don't look at peps all that often unless I'm trying to figure out why something happened. And the Python documentation usually contains the more up-to-date information there. Hey, what's up, File.jar and the Sammy? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Time to write a package that rewrites object-oriented programming to if statements. Yeah. No syntax sugar, but syntax stevia. Is stevia the fake sugar? Stevia is a sweetener. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Java is clearly the problem there. I agree, RKJ. JSY says 50% of 10,000 points. Gotta whip your ass at Type Racer before Christmas at this rate. I mean, it usually gets redeemed like once every couple streams. The Sammy says if statements are kind of necessary sometimes. I agree. That's why I think like the absurdity of those talks and classes is kind of strange. DomDF Coding says the trademark's up for renewal next May. It was first registered in 2011. Should we try and steal their trademark? I don't think that's how that works, right? Joe Haga says people say design can't be taught, only learned. With that in mind, how would you recommend folks to learn to design good software? Ooh, that one's a tough one. I think probably the best way to learn to design software is to work with other people and like bounce ideas off of them and get code reviewed. I think that's kind of the way that I learned to write better code, is have other people code review my code. Jaga says, I imagine it's a lot of reading code, but I'm curious if any exercises can help gain hands-on experience. Yeah, I think reading code is another one that's helpful in that space. Hey, what's up, Arnav? Welcome back. We've also got Quasar. I forget how to pronounce it. It's the blinky star thing. Quasar. Quasar. Anyway, Quasar D. Hello, hello. Checking on my keyboards. What are those additional inputs between the split keyboards? The keyboard 3 answers that one. Arthena says you did it wrong. You should just say, the way to write good software is buy my course for just 499 USD. Yeah. Right? Okay. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna merge this, and then... How do I do this without showing credentials on stream? Maybe I will merge this one after stream. Because I don't want to show credentials. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the other person updated their patch. See what their current patch looks like. It's not passing the test, so I can't merge it, but we'll see if they... If it does not equal that, then return this. Holy crap. Exceptions for control flow. This should probably get split out into a separate function at this point. But anyway, I'm gonna let them finish that up since it's clearly not ready. But they'll get there eventually. And let's see, how long has the stream been? 3 hours already. Somehow I'm like already kind of tired. This has been like a very exhausting stream so far. But I think we can keep going. I'm gonna delete this email and they will finish that up. Juan Carlos Paco says, make a course then. Yeah. Making a course is a lot of work though. James Y says, I work as a pen tester. I'm curious how you think about building pre-commit CI and securing it from a security perspective. Being a single developer, it's very difficult, assuming you want it to be closed source / customer facing. Yeah, so I don't know. I've spent a lot of time in security sensitive settings, so I've spent a lot of time thinking about web security. Fortunately, there's not actually that many points that I really need to worry about. Like the main problem with it is arbitrary code execution. And I am actually giving access to arbitrary code execution and then figuring out ways to make that safe. And I think the main concerns that I have there is like network access to internal services, which I can firewall off, and I've already written the code to do that firewalling. The other is, you know, abusing the computation as a way to make money, and like for that, it's really about limiting the usefulness of the amount of processing time that I give out there. And so a lot of that is like, you know, limit the execution time that that the arbitrary code is allowed to run, constrain the memory and CPU that thing is allowed to use, and you know, make it more expensive for them to try and abuse it than it is for me to actually run the code. And the other part is like, you know, make that a limited resource. So, you know, that I've changed it so that the build time is the only thing that has access to the network. The runtime will be entirely isolated. I've prevented it from accessing IAM resources. I've done some other stuff there. But you're right, like, you know, I am the only one that has access to that right now. But what I do plan to do at some point is like work with probably some other Twitch streamers that do security stuff and like poke around with that, you know, and see if they can find any problems with it. And you know, audit stuff. But I recognize that I'm probably not perfect at doing this, but it's, you know, at least somewhat in that direction. The other thing that I can lean on a lot here is the entry point into my application is from GitHub, and so in some ways I pay back a little bit on GitHub's abuse mechanisms, and so I can kind of prevent some of that there. But yeah. CMH says it's Friday. I'm gonna get enumerated tonight. Is that code word for inebriated? I like that. Hey, what's up, Faceless Bard? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. It's the oxygen deprivation? I mean, maybe. I'm also kind of warm again, so I'm gonna turn on the AC and hopefully... Well, we'll see if I drop frames. Blanky says, I don't know if you can help me, but how would you create a structure that serves as an interface between two classes that have the same API methods but different data inside them? One deals with integers and the other deals with tuples. If you want to have an illustration to what I'm talking about, look here. Is this the case for protocols? And if so, how would you do that? It sounds more like generics. Oh, are you saying between RGB pixel and gray pixel, they have all of these same APIs? Yeah, I would actually use protocols here. Yeah. Like you would make a protocol with 3 properties and then these functions. Something like... actually, do you need a property? I guess yours aren't read-only, yours are read-write, because it's a non-frozen data class. Actually, it's an immutable data class. I also would not have these getters and setters. I just remove these. Since you give access to this public value here directly. Oh, but these will be... Oh, there's no get value here. There's only a set value. Yeah, so I would use a protocol. I haven't made a video about protocols yet, but I think they're pretty easy to figure out for the most part. Genius Wise says, in the web application space, have a good understanding of OWASP 10 and how to exploit/prevent each of them, and a copy of Web Hacker's Handbook. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time looking at OWASP 10, which is injection, yeah, SQL, etc. Broken auth. I fortunately don't have to deal with auth for the most part. Sensitive data exposure. I don't store any sensitive data, so that's easy to get past. XML external entities. I'm not rendering any XML. I am rendering YAML though, and so I do have to look out for YAML vulnerabilities. Broken access control. This one I do have to worry about access control for stuff, although I haven't done any write operations yet that are required for access control. So I don't actually have any access control. I do have it set up, but I'm not using it yet. Security misconfiguration. I don't really worry about this because Cloudflare / Amazon are doing this part for me. Cross-site scripting, I'm using markup safe to prevent this. Insecure deserialization. Oh, this is actually the same as what I was talking about with the XML external entities thing up here. Using components with known vulnerabilities. I don't know any known vulnerabilities yet. Insufficient logging and monitoring. I don't know how this is possibly a security problem, but I have logging set up. I don't have any monitoring set up, but I will eventually. That's an interesting name, but welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't trust my toaster. It kept burning the toast, so I threw it out. Trust nobody, not even your toaster. Yeah. That's funny. Crunk Skunk says, as far as security goes, keep up with GDPR. Also laws. Laws hurt people the most in the end, in my opinion. I don't know. I think GDPR is decent. Fortunately, I don't have any sensitive data that I would have to dump. I don't have any personally identifiable information. JDM5 says, you would not believe the simple stuff I've found in major web applications, the most basic of mistakes. Yeah, I found a bunch of simple stuff as well. Especially banks and XSS. They're really bad about that for whatever reason. Arnav says, I've been doing a lot of backend with Node.js, and the amount of dependencies a simple project can rack up is insane. I wonder if any commercial production software has seen mishaps because of a Node.js dependency. Certainly. Many. Viable Clan member says, why would they write the same point onto multiple items in that list, though? You mean like why would this have multiple what? Oh, why would that list duplicate things? I don't know. Probably because XML entities are enough to call out separately. I had a smarter child moment there. We should have a smarter child emote, right? Retramar says, do people choose to make compiled software instead of web apps to avoid things like security issues, or is it not a major motivation? I mean, you still have security problems in compiled applications. So it's not really like it obviates one of the problems by going in the other direction. But you could make that argument. There are some classes of security problems that you avoid by not having a web application. So, yeah. CMH says, take care, have a good weekend. Well, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. I'll see you around in the future. GDPR is complicated. They've made the options too granular, and now users are basically presented with too many options that do the user no good. Yeah, I think so. Viable Clan member says that takes a lot of courage to test against a bank. Test a bank against vulnerabilities. Weren't you worried they'd take that as a criminal act? I was dumb at the time. I have since learned better about that, and I no longer pen test. I no longer pen test in the wild. But yeah, it was kind of a dumb thing. Also, if you want to see a dumb thing I did as a 14-year-old, 14-year-old discovers Gmail vulnerability. This was me when I was 14. Found an XSS vulnerability in Gmail that would allow account takeover. And I did not disclose it properly. I tried to, but I was dumb and 14, so that's the way things go. But yeah, I was on the front page of Yahoo News way back in the day about hacking Gmail. But yes indeed. JDMSY says, you likely either work for such a bank, or they were participating in a hacker program, or I was being dumb. I think the answer is C, I was being dumb. Some kid is running OWASP Zap Scanner against our live bank interface. Oh no. But yeah. Anthony is a hardened criminal. I didn't get a bug bounty, it's true, I did not. Because, I don't know, I tried to contact places that were like, hey, and places at Google that were like, hey, I found this thing, it seems like a problem, help please, and like nobody replied to me, so I made a blog post and I posted it on dig.com. Happy 0 day, scramble to fix it please. But yeah, it took them almost 14 hours to fix it, which I'm kind of surprised, but also I did the wrong thing, so yeah. Yeah. That was my bad. But anyway. Frames, or is it just me? I believe it is just you. I have not dropped frames since the first chunk of frames. I'm still at 1900 drops frames, which is a lot of frames to drop. 30 FPS, that's like, what, 6 minutes? Oh, that can't be right. This frame count must be wrong. No, 6 seconds. 60 seconds, a minute. I can math. I can't believe I've subbed to a felon. Can I speak to the manager? Right. Oh, I'm actually really hungry. It's been 10 minutes since I said I wasn't going to end the stream. Oh, I wanted to show you guys what I got working since last time in Precommit CI. I'll show you that, and then we'll probably end there. Two Charm says, can you talk a little bit more about how you found the bug, if you remember that is? Yes, I do remember. I was emailing myself some code from my Yahoo account, which I was logged into at school, but not logged into Gmail. I forget. I was logged into some account, not the other one. And I was emailing an HTML snippet from one account to the other account. And I noticed when I opened up Gmail, it just like rendered the HTML code that I had put into my email. And so I like fiddled with that and figured out why it was happening. And it was happening only for plain text emails, and only if the HTML was what had some content before the HTML started. So like the minimally viable bug was a single character followed by a script tag followed by some script, and it would just execute that inline. Missing because they were essentially missing, you know, escaping detection there. But yeah. JDMSY says, I'd be kicking myself a 0 day in Gmail. That would be worth 6 figures in 2020. It's true. Yeah, it would have been. I would have been the most fucking loaded 14-year-old. But yeah, that's the way things go. Scylla says, pretty sure there are other things you did as well that were sketchy. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Crunkskunk says, oh, you're talking to Imblanky. Okay, cool. In an email? Yeah, it worked in email. Yeah. That's how easy it was. It was email-based takeover. But those were the ways. JDO says, I've seen the pre-commit source, it's all sketchy. Come on, man. I feel like the pre-commit source is actually pretty reasonable. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys is I got the process isolation working here. So now it runs all of the building and runtime as the limited user. And so now pre-commit ci.builder.run ruin. So now the demo repo still works the same as before, but now it happens as separate users. So I'll show you guys this working. It was not working before. I was having all sorts of problems with file permissions, and I fixed all of those. JD Messiah says, I cloned it, my bank has been emptied. What the hell? That's funny. Crunkskunk says, have you ever applied there afterwards? I don't want to work at Google. Google is kind of the place that you go to work, you know, when you're kind of done being, when you're done feeling important about the work that you're working on. You're basically a cog in a very, very giant machine. It's a great place to go if you have a family and you want to kind of coast through work, in my opinion. But it's not a place that I really would want to work. But anyway, this is it working. This is a little bit slower than it was before because it has to switch processes a little bit more. But it works. And this, you know, oddly enough, this will actually be faster on AWS than it is on my local machine. Because for whatever reason, the I/O on my local machine is really, really slow. Probably because it's, you know, a virtual machine. But the I/O here is actually faster on AWS instances. and this download is faster. Somehow downloading from S3 is faster than copying files on disk, which I find like completely wild. But this all works. Hey, what's up, Badamus? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I did have one outstanding bug with this, though, and I made a Stack Overflow question about this. StackOverflow.com. It's weird that that didn't tab complete. Am I logged in? Yes, I am logged in. Questions. This one. Hey, what's up, Obando? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, there's a problem. I'll actually show you this. With rootless containers, you can make something that can't be deleted without root. Let me show you that. Make dir x. So, podman run. Let's get rid of the sticky bits. That's not the problem. So we have this Y directory, which has, readable and writable by me. We do podman run ti ubuntu focal. We mount that as a volume in read-write fashion, and we can touch files in there. y/wat. And if we run this, it makes this WAT file here. And this is all fine and dandy. This WAT file is writable by me, so I can safely delete it. That's all good. That works great. If I were to instead touch, let's actually do, instead of WAT, we're gonna do makedir-p y/1/2/3. So this makes a nested set of directories. This also works. So if we look in Y, we get these directories, and I can safely delete those. y/1. That's all cool. But what we can do instead is we can make that directory tree, and we can do chmod -r, or no, chown -r as nobody. So we can assign the owner of all of these directories to be the nobody user. And oops, this should be /y/1. And now if we look inside Y, we have these files, but they're owned by this weird user ID, and I can no longer delete them because I get permission denied, which was a little bit annoying. But my question on Stack Overflow is, how can I prevent the container from doing this? So I made the Stack Overflow question. No one has answered it yet. Although spoilers, I figured out the answer on how to do this. So I actually need to sudo rm-rf y/1 to actually delete these, or I can use podman to delete those. And yes, I typed in my bad password there. The way you can do this to prevent chown is you can drop capabilities, drop cap chown, and that would prevent. Drop cap. It's cap drop. Cap drop? Yeah, so you can use capability drops to prevent this chown inside the container. So that would prevent somebody from polluting these files outside. And so now you can see it's no longer owned by that random user ID. So if somebody wants some free Stack Overflow points, this is the answer. But anyway, and I applied that to Precommit CI, so now I've dropped the chown capability. So now things can't do that as well. But anyway, that's what I did there. I understand your point, but the dollars would be better than what I'm doing. You must be doing okay. I mean, I don't have a job right now, so I am not actually doing that okay. I was laid off from Lyft in April, some months ago. Stupid Gamer says, I'm new here. What are you making? Well, you can do Bang Project and look at what I'm working on. I did some open source stuff earlier, and now I'm just kind of showing you some stuff that I did last time. Soul says, remember that time you were teaching me things and Vim spat out a bunch of garbage and we never found out what it did that? Yeah, we definitely could have found a we found, I don't remember how we triggered it, but we found a buffer overread in Vim, which would be a CVE, and we could have gotten, if we could have figured out how to reproduce it, we could have gotten you know, a nice CVE to our name in Vim, which is pretty wild that you could find a arbitrary code execution in Vim or buffer overrun in Vim, but yeah. MJ says, big corps often pay slightly below market rate. They trade off on their big name. They know it looks good on your resume for your next gig. It's true, it's true. Tusharm says, I understand that what you're saying about being a cog in a giant wheel. I work at Amazon and it's hard to feel passionate about building things that you just don't care about, but it does pay very well. It's true, yeah. Amazon pays decently well, although I made like twice as much at Lyft that I would have made at Amazon. Juicebox Hero says a WAP file. You deserve the bonk there. You deserve that bonk. This is the Christian survey. Simplify says, so answer your own question on Stack Overflow. Yeah, I could self-answer. The thing about self-answer is like people often don't, you know, people will often downvote self-answers because they don't understand how Stack Overflow works. And so I don't do it as much. Generally, you should delete your answer then. Anyway. You're using a Linux-based system at the moment. That's true. Hey, what's up, B. Jonas? Hello, hello. I'm actually also using a Windows-based system at the moment. Showing the password on stream. Yeah, it's my VM password. It's bad password. Juan Carlos Paco says, do you want to be your own boss? That's kind of why I'm trying to build Precommit CI. That would be my dream, is that I can, you know, spend time streaming and working on open source and make passive income from that. That would be my plan. Quit Smoking Keck says, hey man, how's your day going? Pretty well, although I'm getting tired and hungry, and I don't want to be grumpy. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty soon. But let me catch up on chat, and then we'll do that. Yes, I am using a virtual machine. Is that Vim? No. If you... Oh wait, why didn't it trigger my bot? Why didn't it trigger my bot? Hey, what's up, AG948 and Stupid Gamer? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. My bot is supposed to pick up on people saying, is that Vim? Is this Vim? Is this or that Vim? Damn it. So now if we restart that, we say, is that Vim? No, it is not Vim. It is my text editor Babby that I have written from scratch. Hey, what's up, Tylus FNQ? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Krunkskunk says, virtual machine, I learned it from Honeypot. Oh. See. RJ says, complete Ruby noob, does anyone know why bundle install is giving me bash, bundle bin stubs, bundle no such file or directory? What? I have no idea. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm getting delirious. Let's wrap up the stream. Anyway, announcements before we do the spiel. On the 12th of September, which is in... Oh, that's in 1 week and 1 day. We're gonna be doing a 12-hour stream, and it's gonna start at 10 Pacific, and we're gonna be doing various stuff, and hanging out there. And the other announcement is on the 24th of September. We're going to be doing a special sponsored stream by Microsoft, where we're going to be porting stuff to Azure Cloud, just to get some more experience with Azure, which should be pretty cool. Should you know, get to see some alternate cloud, not just AWS stuff, which is what I usually work on. But those are the announcements. Hey, what's up, Krunkskunk? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, anyway, I upload my previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyRantsCode, where you can check out either previous educational content or previous streams. I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I announce those in 2 places. One of them is on Twitter. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony, or on the Discord. You guys are free to join. Let's see, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. Hey, what's up, Ed the Dagger? Someone gifted you a sub. Awesome. Excited for the Azure stream? Yeah, it should be pretty cool. Crunk Skunk says, wait, what are we waiting about? Is there going to be PowerShell? No. Oh, actually, funny thing about the agreement. Their agreement was like, you must use Visual Studio throughout the entire stream, and I was like, can I use my text editor and not Visual Studio, please? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
For your knowledge.
Oh, Crunk Skunk, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. That's why you wanted to wait. That's why you wanted to wait. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. MSR says, is this the end of the stream? I'm late again? Yeah, unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. But I'll be streaming tomorrow, so hopefully you can stop by then. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and let's go find someone to raid.